You just don't care if I casually pull you and your entire bed over to my chair, do you? You're fine with that. You're cool with that. Okay. He's a good boy. Speaking of good boys, I don't know where I was going with that. Well, we're back to playing more Touhou Artificial Dream in Arcadia. So I'm a little late again. I think I'm like less than an hour late. I scheduled this for 2:30? I thought this was going to be at 3. Wow, this really was later than I thought. Yeah, I got distracted by other things. And I also had to help my dog, you know, with his business and all that. Alright, we're probably going to do a short stream today since I have friends who probably want to hang out later. So yeah, we're going to just play through as much as we can. I am hoping we can at the very least get out of the Scarlet Devil Mansion, as we're pretty much stuck here, unable to leave until we get out of the dungeon. Also, I see Druid was texting earlier, and also, hey, Sly! Long time no see. Nice to see you. Hope you've been doing well. So I didn't grind as much as I wanted to off screen. I think I got 1 level up with Sumireko, and I think I might have also given Toji-ho some extra demon sacrifices. I think I sacrificed my Yugi and Parsi, 2 sleepers that I wasn't really using and probably won't be using. I did, however, make the Fairy Maid with Patchouli and I think Mailing, or was it Nue Mailing? It was one of those combinations. She's okay. She does lead to some interesting fusions, and I think at least 1 fusion, but overall she's just like Kawakuma. She's not a main character, and she doesn't really do much in terms of stats. Although, at the very least, Kawakuma is a good debuffer unit who has a lot of, well, it's not a debuffer, she's more of a buffer unit. This one has more support spells than anything. And I also managed to get Patchouli and Kurumi again into my party. Unfortunately, we're now out of space to get any more sleepers, and that is... Oh wait, actually, we do have 1 more space for some reason. Okay, it counted Sumireko, but... Or did it? Why did it... It said 15 in our stat screen. And it counts Sumireko as 1. And there's Kurumi right there, being 15. But if we go to the party list... Oh, okay, it really doesn't count Sumireko on the sleeper list. Never mind then. So, it's Sumireko plus 16 sleepers. That makes more sense. Well, with that said, there is a particular sleeper that I do want to encounter in the overworld. It's one that we actually have... I'm screwed, aren't I? No, actually, if I go upward. I saved myself there for a second. So it's actually 1 sleeper in the mansion that we ended up missing. I'm going to try to get her as soon as we can encounter her, but she is unfortunately a very rare encounter, as evident by the fact that we never encountered her once. And I don't think she'll be available in the dungeon, and that's where we spend most of our time. Also, I managed to get 2 mailings, and I used the first mailing to give Sumireko Focus Punch, because as we stated in the last part, we are going for an all-strength build with Sumi. So I am going to try to give her as many strength skills as I can, starting with Focus Punch. Medium damage at this point in the game, when Tackle, small damage, was our only physical attack. Heck yeah, that's pretty good. I've pretty much figured out this whole dungeon's layout in a sense. The Sakuya roaming the hallways gimmick, it's a pretty cool gimmick, but other than that, it's not that difficult once you really get it down. They all go in a set pattern, they never deviate from the set pattern, so you'll always see Sakuya going in the exact same directions as she always is. Wow, I can't believe my other sleepers are faster than Sumi. I thought Sumi had high speed, but I guess not. Also, yeah, I pretty much figured out this particular spell card. Or I try to call them spell card, but they're actually not spell cards. I guess you could just refer to them as non-spells. Bullet patterns? Whatever. Anyways, I figured it out. All you do is just tiny movements. You don't move when the knives are getting shot out. You move after the knives have been shot out because they're aimed exactly onto your position. So if you're just moving about randomly all willy-nilly while she's shooting out the knives, you're gonna end up getting a huge wall of knives that has no openings in it. Ultimately, not a good time at all. I dig the layout of this dungeon though. Just for the fact that there's a bunch of Rumia pictures all over the place. She is so conceited that she just has a bunch of portraits, the exact same portraits, mind you, plastered on every single hallway. There aren't a lot of windows in here because Lady Remilia is a vampire and hates the sunlight. She also hates rainwater as well. Or is it specifically running water? You know what? She's a One Piece character. She ate the devil fruit, and so now she can't stand running water anymore. I'm pretty sure it's running water. It's why vampires are weak to rain in the Touhou franchise. Although I think it's either rainwater, running water, or any type of water in general. Which is unfortunate because she's constantly being served tea all the time. Alright, Kurumi, you're ripe for the picking. Wow. You know, I didn't think they would manage to make your spell, or I guess attack pattern, more easier than it was in Lotus Land stories. But hey, color me surprised. It's actually much easier. It's easier when you get her down to low health, but even then, it's still pretty easy. Oh, I can't hold any magic fabric anymore, and I think I already have her as a party member. Yeah, alright. Sorry, Kurumi, you're just gonna give me your money. Nice! She was blazing it all along. No wonder she was in the Hell of Blood. Did I say Hell of Blood pools? I meant the Lake of Blood. You know what? Same difference. Both of them are filled with blood. They're both lakes. They might as well be the same place. Oh, it just occurred to me that Patchouli doesn't have her purple stripes on her dress, which is apparently supposed to be what her original design was supposed to look like. But I think the guys at Twilight Frontier, aka the ones behind the fighting games and the ones who created the patchouli sprite in the fighting games, they all thought it was actual purple stripes on her dress, because that's what it also looked like in, well, I was hoping for Sakuya to get the first hit, but I guess not. I guess we just can't win. She had purple striped patterns on her dress in Touhou 6, but for some reason Zune didn't want her to have purple stripes, and they weren't intended to be purple stripes. I call shenanigans on that part, but you know, it is what it is. I think the purple stripes suit her very well, thank you. Mostly because of the fact that they just look like pajamas. They look like pajamas, and that makes her look like a dork, and I love characters that just look like dorks. Water and water and water. Sadly, no water spell in this game. Oh wow, 2 of our characters can just block pierce attacks. Also, I realized that pierce attacks is just the name of the gun attacks in the game. So, good to know. You might be wondering why I'm trying to hijack Sakuya when her item is already something that I have a max amount of. And the question is, I don't really have a choice because I have a full meter. Yeah, sometimes you end up getting in a spot where these pellet bullets, these circular bullets, are just in a position where they're going to hit you anyways if you don't move. But, you know, at the time, all of the... Oh, it's the handheld batteries, not the magic fabric. Well, either way, we got a max amount of both of them. We need to head back to the shop so we could sell some of them to earn more money. But yeah, the knife bullets, that pattern can be difficult depending on the RNG, unfortunately. Also, I haven't been capitalizing on it, but there is... You can hold down the B button, or whatever I think it's like the X button in the keyboard, or at least the one that I have it set to it. There's a run button, and if you hold it down, you can zoom through the entire dungeon, and it's actually pretty handy when you just want to go through it. Anyways, hobgoblins are cool, but they're really easy to deal with, so I'm just gonna use all my really powerful attacks. They're really powerful, especially against living things. Would hobgoblins count as living things? Well, they're not ghosts, so I guess technically, yeah. There's nothing to say that they would be ghosts. Oh wow, this is definitely an interesting hallway.
Miss Mailing is our gatekeeper and gardener. She's been trying to stop sleepers from coming inside, but there's just too many of them.
They just keep coming, prattling on about virtue and gotta catch them all. We hobgoblins are employed by Amelia. I don't know why she needs so many servants when that time-stopping maid is here, but I can't complain. It's more of a status thing, really. She just wants a bunch of servants so that she can gloat about it. That's probably the reason.
Lady Amelia is a vampire, but despite that, she lets humans stay from time to time. Most of them don't get to leave, though.
Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, hey, look at that! A Kappa machine. Huh. Didn't expect a Kappa machine to be this far into the dungeon, but okay. Well, in terms of stuff that we can eventually fuse, if we get to level 22, we can make Udong. I can't believe they called her Udong in this game. I mean, that is her actual name. Well, one of her actual names. Yomi Headshot Himedai. Okay, Electric Eye is the new thing, and that seems to be a part of Udong's exclusive moveset, which makes sense. She is the Moon Rabbit of Lunacy. Electric Eye, weak mind attack to all enemies. If the target doesn't resist mind, apply confusion. Ooh, the bunnies, they're confusing me. Full name, Raisin Udongin Inaba. Yes, Raisin, Udongin, and Inaba are all separate names. All separate given names. No one knows what her actual family or last name is, although considering she's a lunar rabbit and lunar rabbits are second-class citizens to the Lunarians, she probably doesn't even have a last name, which is, you know, kind of morbid when you think about it, but that's just the Lunarians for you. In this game, she is Udonge, which is the pet name that Eren gives her. A moon rabbit yokai serving Eren and Kaguya in Iente. She sells medicine in the human village, but stays away from humans outside work hours. She can manipulate waves, including brain waves, sound waves, and electromagnetic waves. This allows her to set up sound and visual illusions or make someone go insane. So in the original Touhou 8, her ability was described as manipulating insanity, or just manipulating sanity. Either or. But they changed it, I believe, around Touhou 15. It was either Touhou 15 or one of the fighting games that she appeared in. But that was when her ability just became to manipulate waves. Any type of waves which would induce insanity as a side effect. A big fan of Choju Gigaku. Oh, that's the, a punk rock band duet consisting of Mystia and Kyoko. I did not realize she was an actual fan of that in canon. I'm assuming that's a canon thing? Yeah, Choju Gikaku is the name of the band that Mystia Lorelei, the bird from Touhou 8, and Kyoko, a character from Touhou 13, form. It's a punk rock band where it consists of screamo vocals by Misty and Kyoko, the two characters who have abilities related to sound. And Kyoko is part of the Myoran Temple. She works there as a disciple of Byakuren. And unfortunately, Byakuren doesn't take too kindly to what Mystia has done. She sees Mystia as a very bad influence and eventually might scold her later on, as she mentioned in one of the source materials. It's a pretty funny lore thing, though, that Mystia not only owns her own izakaya stand, but she also has a punk rock band. Mystia has a lot going for her in the actual canon. And you know what? Good for her. She keeps herself busy, you know? And heck, it managed to get her own fan game as well. Mistia's Izakaya. Which is apparently a really, really good fighting game. Or, fighting game. Well, if fighting you mean trying to cook the best meal, then yes, we're going to fight to cook the best meal. But no, it's a cooking game. It's really fun.
I don't like how that scary vampire lady looks at me.
Don't worry, I'll heal you if she takes a bite out of you. I'm pretty sure I would be dead if she takes a bite out of me. Yeah, we're not using any other character. We do need to sell some of our items, though. There is an item limit for some of the things. Magic Fabric apparently has an item limit of 5. And you know what? Fair, those are really, really good items. They basically make backtracking kind of a non-issue. We're gonna sell 3 of each. Now, in hindsight, the handheld battery, probably really good to have, considering the teleporter dungeon in the Hell of Blazing Fires was kind of a pain without them, but I think we'll be fine. If push comes to shove, I could always just head back to the Kappa machine with 2 or 3 sleepers in my party instead of, actually, 1 or 2 sleepers instead of 3. And they're pretty much selling the exact same things constantly. Oh, an anomaly, too! Speaking of an anomaly, we have an easy way to get back. Alright, so unfortunately, I didn't realize this, but my headphones are low battery. So I'm gonna have to unplug my controller. Just gonna set it down over there. And I'm gonna have to plug my my USB wire connected to my PC into my headset. There we go. I have 2 wires. I used to have 1, but my sister, who borrowed the second one, she lost it for a while, but then she found it recently, so then she gave it back to me. I do have 2, but it would take a while to just plug the second one in there into the PC, and you know, I can have 1 wire in the headphones and 1 wire in the controller, but that would just be too much work. And I'm too lazy, so we're just gonna play on the keyboard instead. Oh wow, that was weird. I've mapped out the keyboard controls to fit like I was playing a Touhou game. So instead of the WASD movement, we have the arrow keys as my movement controls. Unfortunately, I have one of those keyboards that is really loud when you click on it, so expect to hear some clicking here or there throughout this live stream. I'm gonna try not to go all during the entire thing. Oh, I felt bad doing that. I'm sorry. Gosh, we get so much SP so easily in battles now. And granted, we're not even... Damn it. I was trying to get Patchouli. Granted, we're not even using the defense trick where I have the upgrade so that now whenever I use defense, it ends up giving me more SP. But I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that all too much because I want to actually get through these battles by killing everything.
Cleaning. Oh, you looking for Lady Remilia? She just went to the library. It's on the 2nd floor.
Alright, well I guess we really are heading to the library. Oh, that means we're going to encounter Remilia on the library. Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Love tap. We're gonna tap that. In hindsight, I probably should have had Sumireko shoot one of the fairies because they're weak to it. But I don't need any more SP. I'm good. I'm all good over here. Just seeing the exact same photo on both walls. What? Why did you... Okay, who did a critical hit? Who killed that fairy faster than they should have? And for some reason, I blame Remilia. I blame you, Remilia, because like heck, I'm never gonna blame Toji-ho over any of this. Toji-ho's a good girl. She wouldn't do that to me. She's been so good to me. I will never blame her.
There's some creep right next to the right next door to me.
Oh, is it a hobgoblin?
Oh yeah, it is. This place is like heaven. So many cute maids. Oh yeah.
That hobgoblin knows what's up. Okay, so there's a huge section all the way up north that we never went to. Which is weird because that was the section we were at near the end of the last session. Where we managed to find the staircase leading downward to where Flan is. Unfortunately, these guys are not catchable. So we're just gonna go all out on all of them. Sorry, Kawakuma. Sorry, Quack. Coming through, just mapping out the dungeon over here. Oh, you're only delaying the inevitable, fairy. There's a chest here, sure. Would you want to open it? Who wouldn't? Seriously, who wouldn't? It is a little awkward trying to press all these buttons at the same time and, you know, having your fingers end up like a pretzel. Mei-ling, again. I think we already have Mei-ling, don't we? Or did we give it up from all the fusing? Yeah, I don't have a Mei-ling anymore. Which, you know, is fair. Alright, well, for this battle, I'm going to try to get Mei-ling and Mei-ling. Yes, Milady Mei-ling into my party. Or, well, not into my party. I'm just going to hijack her and try to steal an item. I'm assuming she has something good. Okay, thank gosh we got rid of Sakuya, because a really annoying thing about Mei-ling is that she has cover. And whenever I tried to get her into my party through hijacking, I would try to kill Sakuya before I could get Mei-ling, and then, nope, turns out she covers Sakuya, so then she takes the hit and dies. It's certainly not annoying at all. Anyways, this is just colorful windchime or whatever it's called. I think it's colorful windchime. Basically, just up and down movements, similar to Touhou 6 where you just needed to do left or right movements. Bottom hugging is your best friend during that spell card. You got a T! Most importantly, you got a T. Yeah, I think I'm gonna save the T's. The T's are actually the best letter in the alphabet. No, well, maybe, depending on who you are. They're really good because I think they're a full heal. Oh well, there's only one way to go over here. This is an interesting sight. 3 characters that don't mean a goddamn thing. We are gonna have to heal our characters though. There we go. So chat, recently I have been trying to figure out what other games I can stream recently. And, you know, I have a couple projects that are already still in the works. You know, we still have to play through Final Fantasy VII. I still need to grind through most of that. Although I haven't did any of the off-screen limit break farming that I was supposed to do. I'll do that soon. And when I do finish that, we're going to do more Final Fantasy VII. There's also the Touhou streams, but I've already said that we're going to continue them pretty soon. I'm thinking tomorrow we're going to do more Touhou 9, and I don't think we'll be able to finish Touhou 9 tomorrow, but we'll at the very least complete at least half of the remaining stories. Because I think there's like 13 stories in that game, and that's a lot of characters to go through. And not gonna lie, you know, going through Touhou 9 last time was... I love the game. I love Touhou 9. It's great. But playing all the stories in a row when the only thing you get out of them that's different is the character interactions and the stories behind... You basically get character interaction. That's pretty much all there is. If you're trying to look for an interesting, different storyline, compared to all the other stories in the game. You're not going to look for that because literally every single story is just character goes to solve the flower incident, they meet up with Iki in the end, they learn something about themselves, the end. Until you get to Komachi and Iki's story, and then it's like, okay, then it becomes a little more interesting. But even then, Touhou 9's stories are kind of bland to play through. Like the only thing going for that game is the character interactions. But in my opinion, Touhou 19 did it far better. But yeah, we're gonna do that tomorrow.
Cooking. Please move out of the way. We're busy.
All right, I guess that's the kitchen. I'll have to remember that. I think that might be a side quest for something. There seems to be a lot of side quests in this game, according to the spreadsheet that I found on Steam. And that's pretty cool, honestly. Gives you an incentive to explore not only the dungeons, but the overworld when you get the chance to, and effectively find a lot of neat new things. Stuff that can effectively help you, like increasing your stats or get a new ability and such. Or not ability, it's equipment. But yeah, back to the topic. In terms of stuff that I haven't played yet for the channel, one thing I've been really looking into is doing a Pokemon Nuzlocke livestream. And I know I've done Pokemon Nuzlockes before for the channel, specifically Pokemon Scarlet, but that sort of ended because of just the fact that that game was... I already did a playthrough right before starting that, and the game sort of... I sort of got tired of Pokemon Scarlet at that point, so I ended up dropping it. And also real life stuff happened, so I wasn't able to stream for a good week or two, and so that sort of soured my mood on trying to get back into the game. But in terms of other Pokemon games that we could potentially live stream, I've been debating on the 3DS Pokemon games. Now, some of you may know, some of you may not know, but I am currently in the process of recording Pokemon X for the channel, and I am like not halfway done with that playthrough, more like a quarter way done, and it's going to require a lot of editing, so that's going to take a while to upload. So don't expect Pokemon... Wow, she is dodging everything. She dodged like 2 attacks in a row there. That's kind of impressive. Alright, we missed a space, so I'm going to head back over there. But yeah, it's going to take a while to edit the entire playthrough, so don't expect Pokemon X for a while. And because of that, I kind of want to play something else with the channel, something Pokemon related, because I have that itch at the moment. I have that Pokemon itch where I just want to play a bunch of Pokemon games and just have fun, you know? So I'm thinking pretty soon, if I can finish the artwork for it, for the thumbnail, we are going to be playing Pokemon Alpha Sapphire for the channel. And I'm probably going to be in a voice chat for that, and it's probably going to be Maluki and Druid, maybe. You know, they're like the only ones who are usually around. Revan is kind of like AFK most of the time, so, you know, it is what it is. And I'm just going to vibe. I'm just going to vibe while we play it. I love Nuzlocks. It's really the only way I can play Pokemon games these days. I've sort of fallen out of playing Pokemon games normally. Like trying to play through a normal playthrough without trying to do Nuzlocks and all that. Because I'm gonna be honest, Pokemon is fun when it is difficult, when there is an inherent challenge to it. And doing a normal play... Did I literally just get out of the dungeon? Hey look, we found our way out of the Scarlet Devil Mansion. Okay, what happens if I go back into it? Does Mei Ling find me? Why? Mei Ling? Mei Ling, where the heck are you? Okay. I just like how we can waltz in and out of the front entrance of the dungeon. And Mei Ling, you know, who's supposed to be the gatekeeper of the mansion, does not stop us at all. She doesn't even say hello. I mean, we did kick her butt, but I assume she was still on guard. Or maybe we just found a way to sneak past her. Or maybe she's asleep. You know, she probably should be sleeping. That is her fanon trait after all. She's a lazy guard. Well, this gives us the opportunity to go to the human village and stock up on some stuff. And by stock up, I mean go to the corner up here. So this is something that I found out on another channel's playthrough. There was a guy that mentioned a merchant who is associated with help. He is, I think, near the east side of town. But if we head up north over here, we encounter Udong, or Udonge, or just Raisin. It's Raisin in her human village attire. This is how she sells medicine to the human village. Because the human village doesn't really take too kindly to yokai. I'm sure you already know about the Help initiative. I'm in charge, although spreading our business all around Gensokyo was Tei's idea. Help is essentially a continuation of our Horai pharmacy service, but on a more global scale. Tei says that a more complicated abbreviation makes us look more professional. And, you know, also a funnier abbreviation as well. All help workers are different rabbits. They just look the same. Earth rabbits aren't exactly known for their fashion sense. I mean, they all have different colors. Although that explains why most of the moon rabbits just look like Tei. But yeah, this is the reason why there's no help shop in the human village. Because you can literally just find one over here. Do you sell anything that's better than what... Oh, Udong special. Chance to fully heal one ally or apply a random status effect. That sounds like some of the drinks in SMT. I don't think I want to purchase that. And we get a light ball. Instantly escape the battle. I think that might be the actual name for an SMT item. But do quote me on that. Allows you to save the game on the spot. I mean, you don't really have anything that's special to me. Udonga special is pretty special. I mean, it's in the name. But I don't find any interest in it. So let's go to the Kappa machine. I said Kappa machine. We got some more money, so is there anything else we can buy? No, honestly. I could get the fast hijack to make every single hijack super easy. You know, I don't have to do a bullet pattern at all. But I like the bullet patterns, okay? I'm gonna keep it. I'm not gonna buy that. I'm purposefully not gonna buy the fast hijack. And the buff commands are good if I actually use them in the battle, but considering most of my demons already have buffs on them as it is, I don't necessarily need them. There's no reason to get them for me. And I am currently being called, so I shall be right back. Alright, apparently we're getting pasta tonight. Or we're making pasta. So sweet! Okay. Also, this is usually around the time where people start to come home from work, so if my dog just randomly starts barking, I'm gonna have to let him out. Because unfortunately, I can't leave him out of my room, otherwise people are going to complain. I think we mapped the entire area of the first floor. Although I didn't notice any sort of full map indicator. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention. That's probably it. I was kind of going on a rant about other games that I could play. Although speaking of other Touhou games that we're eventually going to play for the channel, Touhou Soccer. I know I mentioned this a lot previously, but Touhou Soccer is just one of those games that I just really want to try out for myself. It covers characters from Touhou 6 to Touhou 9, so we can effectively play it right after Touhou 9. And it's basically just a soccer game, but with a Touhou skin on it. And a really good Touhou skin because they create all brand new animations for every single character. It's based off of an old game for like the I think it was the NES. It was a soccer game for the NES. I don't exactly remember the original name for it, but it's impressive that the creators managed to make so many animations for every single character in the game and just have them, you know, in the game. It's so cool. Touhou fan games are really impressive to see. Just knowing that someone, a dedicated fan, managed to put so much effort into making something that they won't get any money out of. It is all strictly for personal satisfaction. It's just astounding. It's astounding to see. Because it really goes to show how many people are just dedicated to the franchise as a whole. Dedicated to the franchise, the characters, the stories, or maybe just not even at all. There's a possibility. You know, someone may create a Touhou fan game and not know anything about Touhou whatsoever. It's probably happened before. Touhou is hip like that. Alright, Patchouli, we're probably going to try to get you, but knowing my luck, we might end up killing you before we can get the chance to. Yeah, we almost did. Okay, I'm gonna use Sumireko's Love Tap. Oh yeah, we're gonna tap the librarian. Well, I guess that didn't work. Although I do know some of you wouldn't mind tapping the librarian. You know what? Screw it. I don't think we get any experience. We don't get any experience from killing any of the other enemies on screen. So I'm just gonna try to get Patchouli while I have the chance. Now, the problem is, whenever I play Touhou games, I have my keyboard well adjusted to accommodate for my fingers and my hand placement. Now, unfortunately, I don't do that for this game because it's an RPG, and I rather the keyboard be as far away from the mic as possible. But, yeah, no experience, as you can see, so there's really no point in killing any enemies before we start hijacking the one that we want to hijack. So my hands are in a very weird place. My fingers end up slipping a lot when I do very precise movements, so it's very, very awkward. Touhou Rocket League? There's probably a Touhou Rocket League out there. Don't underestimate the Touhou fandom. They created a full 3D Devil May Cry clone. There's straight up a Super Mario 64 styled Touhou 3D game on Steam. Or Touhou Party Games. Ooh, Party Game! So, for those of you that don't know, me, Druid, and our friend Pally/Maluki, he goes by different names. Sometimes we refer to him as one or the other. I probably refer to him as both on this channel. But we've all been playing Dokapon Kingdom for the PlayStation 2 recently. We've just been using an emulator, and we play it through Pally's computer, and we just give commands on what our characters want to do. And it's really fun. It's a really fun party game. It's also really fun in the fact that I get to mess with Maluki. Like, not for nothing, I am like the biggest troll in party games. If there's a chance for me to fuck you in the ass, I will gladly take it. I will gladly take it, force you to bend over, and say, all's well in love and war. Although I try not to be too hard on him, because at a certain point, I just started to feel bad. Not for nothing, though. If there is a Touhou party game out there, I'm going to look after this stream. But if there is, you best believe I am going to force my friends to play with me. I seem to remember there was one involving Satori, so if it is indeed going downward, really? Oh, okay, so this isn't where the library is located. We're going down to the first floor to find another staircase and also map this portion out to get to the section where the library is. I was wondering why we never saw a full clear for this particular location. Now it's starting to make sense. Silver crossbow? Is Sumireko just straight up gonna use a crossbow now? Oh, it's a gun, yeah. Or, I guess, a crossbow. Oh, you know, crossbows can technically count as guns. But that increases our gun damage, which is good. But considering we are going with the physical build now, 7-star sword with our strength stat is looking mighty good. Is there anything else we can do? I don't believe we have more equipment. I haven't been selling most of my equipment other than the 7-star sword, because you can get those just from hijacking Miko and taking her item. You can straight up get a really good sword that I think sells for 700 money, and that's pretty good for early game. But that's pretty much the only thing I've been selling in terms of equipment.
This is the Shadow Devil's mansion's treasury. Don't take anything, okay?
Whatever you say, little hobgoblin. Hey, you found a weapon to use. Exactly. Ooh, a leather armor. Okay, so this is just stocking up the room. But is it better than the rusty chestplate? I mean, I would hope so. I don't think that we're gonna find something better than the Mask of Hope, though. Silver Gauntlet. That might be better than the Esper gloves, at least. Oh yeah, way better than the Esper gloves. But then we can't summon Terra. I can't summon Terra to go. I didn't even see what that item was. Oops. Was it? What was it? Was it a sword? Damn it. I clicked through it too fast. I didn't get to see what the item was. I'm assuming it's an item that we can use. Maybe it was just a T. Oh, it's a map. Fill out a map for the area you're currently in. Oh, that's an automatic full map item. That's funny. Wait, I didn't actually mean to use it. We just mapped out a location that we were almost about to map out. Oops. Okay, if I was another player, I would probably have resetted the game at that point. But no, I accidentally pressed the confirm button. It is what it is. I'm pretty sure we'll find another item like that later. And besides, that's not that bad. Is there anything we can encounter over here? I assume it would have a exclamation. Hey, there she is! There she is! This is the encounter that I've been waiting for. So you can in fact encounter Remilia and her sister, Flandre. We're going to love tap Flandre, which will probably kill us in real life. Dead on time. Let's do that, just to make sure the enemies have a hard time hitting us. And then we're gonna we're gonna cover Sakuya, because she has very low HP. And finally, can we mimic Sakuya? Can we mimic Sakuya and use that attack twice? That would be funny if we could do that. Weak pierce attack, might as well get some health on the character that can potentially nullify that attack, so we're using that on Kurumi instead. Toji-ho prepares. Blood-sucking universe. Oh gosh, she snapped my neck! Or snapped my leg. You know, one I can survive from, the other not so much. Alright, we're gonna see how difficult Flandre is. Now, I am thinking it's probably gonna be And Then There Were None. But knowing my luck, it's potentially also going to be Maze of Love. If it's going to be Maze of Love, I'm going to cry. No, it's Raspberry Trap? Is it Raspberry Trap or Cranberry Trap? I think it's supposed to be Cranberry Trap. Yeah, this is classic OG Cranberry Trap. This is the spell that I could potentially do. Hey, yeah. It was her first spell from EOST, which means, you know, it's super easy. Flandre is now yours. Oh, yeah! Okay. Let's check out what Flandre can do. She's almost 17. Similar to her boss fight. But she does have Under Pressure. I think that was a move that she had in the boss fight as well. Really high strength and magic. She is just straight up an offensive unit. Nothing more, nothing less. Under pressure, weak physical attack to one enemy. If the target is paralyzed, lower all of their stats by 2 levels, but remove the paralysis. Ooh, wow, that's pretty dangerous. And yeah, she did in fact have that ability in her boss fight. Full name Flandre Scarlet. Remilia's younger sister has the ability to destroy anything no matter how sturdy it may be. She lives in the Scarlet Devil Mansion's basement. Yeah, she has the ability to destroy anything by finding the core of something and crushing it in her hand. It's a very specific ability, but also a very dangerous one. It means that even if you're super sturdy or have the highest defense in the world, she can still crush you like a grape. Oh, so we did actually miss a couple rooms over here. Okay. I was actually mistaken. Or maybe I wasn't? Where the heck is the library? But where is the library? But where's the goddamn bathroom in this place? 50 rooms and no bathroom in sight. Well, then again, that begs the question: do yokai? I was about to say it again. Damn it! Do yokai need to use the bathroom? That is a question that I probably shouldn't ask, knowing this fandom, or just knowing fandoms in general, and I probably don't want the answer to. Well, they devour humans, so the meat's got to go somewhere. I don't feel comfortable with this conversation anymore. I'm scared. In more ways than one, so we're gonna try to keep Sumireko alive as long as possible. Oh, this is unfortunate. Is there any way for me to survive this? Weak physical attack to all enemies, critical slash it is. Are you kidding me? Well, it's a good thing I healed Sumireko. Ow. Yeah, it's definitely a good thing I healed Sumireko. Toji-ho! She was so young, even though she's dead and, you know, has lived since the early Japanese Sengoku era. Actually, I think she lived before the Sengoku era. It's whenever the Soga clan was in power. Just go to the floor, it's fine. Just go on the floor. I'm trying. We have abilities. I think someone has... It was Toji-ho. It was Toji-ho that had the ability to revive anyone. Damn it! Does anyone else have the ability to revive? Oh. Deluo? Cures a status condition. Well, we have a weak healing spell. Aoun doesn't have anything. Miko... Fairy... Oh, Fairy Maid has Animus. Here it is. See, Fairy Maid was useful.
She was useful.
She was doing something at least. Kogasa, we're not gonna use you in battle, especially since you're super weak. You're weak. Weak to us. just Kogasa crying in the background. I'm sorry. Oh, the image of a crying Kogasa is really, really sad. Now I feel bad. Now I feel bad for yelling at her. Now I know how she felt when Sanae yelled at her. Oh, we missed a door right here. Anyways. Are you kidding me? The library wasn't here? Alright. We're gonna have to look at the full map then.
Let's take a look at the map.
Okay, let's head to the bottom floor again. And over here, we'll also be able to get to the anomaly and the help spot too. Okay. There is a staircase to the far upper left. We did not take that. So, all these other staircases were optional, apparently. Getting to the treasury was in fact optional, which, you know, fair. First, we're making a quick detour to reheal our MP and HP because we took a huge beating in that battle.
Needle throw.
Apparently, Sakuya and Mei Ling aren't affected by that, so we're not even going to use it. I should probably just have Sumireko use Agni on her. I love the fact that it saves all of your earlier choices in the command menu. So you can literally just next turn spam the A button to use abilities again. It's really handy when you just want to get through a battle as fast as possible. Like I said, Soul Hackers. It has the Soul Hacker speed for both combat and dungeon exploration. It is really, really fast. I find that really awesome. Okay, so the terminal is right here. Help is on the other side. Help is on the way! Is there anything we can fuse now that we have Flandra? Ooh! 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 Okay, we have 3 really good things. We have Kagura, who's the werewolf. Is there anyone else? Sega, Futo. No. Oh, we can get the Lesser Fairy. Right, we could get the Lesser Fairy with Kurumi and Remilia. We'll have to make her eventually. I'll probably stop by back to the Scarlet Devil Mansion. Once we fuse away Remilia and Kurumi, I'll just use... I'll get those 2 again and then just fuse the Lesser Fairy. Because right now, I don't want to get rid of the really good units that I have. So we can make Kaguro, but what level are we? Are we level 21? Are we the Legend 21? No. Let's see what she's about, though. Werewolf. Awoo. She doesn't have any unique spell card abilities. She she resists pierce and fire and is weak to electricity. Okay. She has quick thrust, quick moderate pierce attack to 1 enemy. That's pretty good. And berserk. Berserker. She just becomes Sabretooth. Even though, you know, she's not a Sabretooth tiger, she's a werewolf. Slow, moderate physical attack to all enemies. Poor accuracy, but always a critical. I feel like if we raise our accuracy with the... Wait, can we... No, we can't raise our accuracy. But we can lower the enemy's evasion with the debuff. So, if we combine those debuffs with Sumireko using Berserker, and also have her, you know, get a high agility stat, which also increases her accuracy, that can potentially lead to just spamming crits all over the place. So Berserker sounds like a really good move. And then she has Copy, or Mimic, as like a bonus. So Kaguro is looking pretty good. Like always. Full name, Kaguro Imazumi. A werewolf yokai. She can transform into a wolf, but prefers her more human form. Yeah, she doesn't really like being a werewolf because it ends up making her all hairy and furry. She's a pretty decently popular character outside of the Touhou fanon, mostly because, you know, everyone loves a wolf girl or dog girl, which is kind of why we'll get into her when we get into her. Or maybe I should rephrase that. We'll get to that character when we see them. I have a lot to say about Momiji. But yeah, I'm curious to get Udonga and Kaguro when we get the chance. But yeah, for now, we can't really do any fusions, so let's head to the Help and Anomaly. Stock up on stuff. Guys, I don't really feel like fighting you right now. I'll cover you! Oh, they're gone. See? I helped you. They were gone because I was covering you. They were scared. Mei Ling, shut up. It's probably what Sakuya said right before she bonked Mei Ling on the back of the head with her knife hilt. Specifically her knife hilt. She doesn't want to kill Mei Ling after all. Someone needs to guard the gate, you know? Someone needs to guard the gate, and quite frankly, the other fairies are just not that helpful. They can't even clean a simple house, damn it. How do you expect them to do anything else for you? We're actually going to heal Kogatsu's MP because she's the one that is healing us throughout the overworld.
I don't like how that scary vampire looked at me. Hey. Healing any status condition will cost you extra. Nothing personal, just business. Oh, and just because I can revive sleepers doesn't mean I'll be able to revive you. If you die, you die. This isn't the video game. Just because you die doesn't mean you can press the reset button. Actually, it does. Tay ordered me to sell items at 4 times their actual price. I'm not sure if this is a good business model.
Oh, she really did that, huh?
Well, not like you can do anything about it.
Oh, yeah, really? Well, try me. You know what? Screw it. I'm not going to buy any items from the shop anymore. I am strictly going to go full-on hijacking. Anytime I find a demon that sells that I can hijack a good item from, I'm getting it only from them, never from the item shop. I am never using the item shop ever again. The only time I'm ever using it is to heal and to sell stuff. Quite frankly, my dear Tay, you are going to give me money, and I will give you nothing. Well, actually, I am giving you money so that you could heal me. But it's not as much as you could get, because you're going to eventually give it back to me, because I'm selling you everything. And then she breaks my knees in, because, you know, it's Tay. Or you know what, that was her plan all along, you know, because I'm a human. She makes humans lucky whenever they come into contact with her. She probably did it because she wanted me to be lucky. Isn't Tay such a nice girl? Tay's a nice girl. She would never do anything like that. I may have skipped a couple rooms, but screw it, we're going into here. Oh, I thought that was going to lead straight into the library, but I feel like we're already too far gone to get back to those other rooms. Alright, Kurumi we will attack just because I want to get... I want to hijack her because she does give a decent amount of items. And also, let's attack the other ones. Actually, no, let's guard. I'd rather not have my characters take too much damage. Or, you know, poison. Thank goodness. So can we hijack her at this level? Oh yeah, she's incredibly easy right now. Well, I don't know how, but Kurumi is strangely more easier at this point. And I don't even think she's at low health. Man, Kurumi, this game is just not kind to you at all. Then again, you know, Touhou 4 wasn't really kind to her either. She was barely a battle in that game. In fact, I almost got hit by her in Touhou 4, but I think the only reason I almost got hit by her was because I was distracted by Scar saying something stupid. I kid. Scar isn't stupid. It's just I like to poke his buttons. I like to poke his buttons all the time, and I like to make him I like to make him squirm. I like the sound of him squirming around. I swear I'm not a sadist. With a laugh like that, you know, it's fair that you wouldn't believe that. Now I see why Yuka Kazami is one of my favorite characters in the Touhou franchise. Now that I think about it. And you know, Marissa bullying fairies and also playing pranks on Reimu. I'm starting to see a pattern here. Alright, we are gonna fight you guys because you're easy picking. You're easy! Also, let's use the crossbow.
Might as well.
Toji-ho, Remillia, you're just gonna do a normal attack. Attack him!
Just shoot him, Fox.
Wow, that's a lot of damage. Now my question is, does Sumireko's gun work off of the strength stat? Usually in SMT games, that is not the case. Gun is just a completely separate thing, and the power of the gun is all dependent on your character's. Oh, hey, there's Marissa. It all depends on your gun itself. Like, the gun gives you a certain attack, and that is going to be the amount of attack your gun is going to have. There is no stat that is going to determine the gun's damage, which, you know, kind of makes guns really good in battles or just boss battles in general, especially if the enemy is weak to guns. Because you can just basically fall back on your gun's damage instead of doing actual physical attacks. Although, in early SMT games, gun is going to get you so far if you're not abusing the status effects. Which, unfortunately, you can't in SMT1. PS1 version.
Here we are, ready to go in, does it?
No, I actually want to map out the rest of this floor, Marissa. Even though I can't necessarily map it out because I ended up missing a bunch of rooms up north. Maybe I can get back there? Maybe. In fact, we're probably just going to run for most of the battles. Now, similar to other games in the SMT Persona franchise, you don't necessarily have to level up in order to become stronger. The way you become stronger in this game is just by building up your roster of demons and your different skills and all that.
The Scarlet Devil Mansion Library is the biggest in Gensokyo. It has spell books, curse books, and even outside world books. Some were even written by Miss Petuli, our librarian.
Yeah, the book about Onis is specifically written by her in Touhou 7.5 because there's literally no information about Onis whatsoever in any texts in Gensokyo. Because they are an ancient race. But yeah, the best way to level up is just by doing... Oh, well, you know what? I needed to map out this area anyways. So, wow. It was literally just that one empty hallway. Really? Really? I missed that? That was the only thing I missed? You gotta be kidding me. So I literally could have just ignored that one door and just... I would have saved so much time. But now I have to traverse all the way through the second floor again. Okay, well actually, I missed a little section over here to the top right, so I guess it wasn't a huge waste of time. Never mind. And besides, running away is really easy because of my high agility stat. I don't regret putting all those points into my non-offensive stats early on in the game. The high agility, high luck, and high vitality has really saved me throughout most of the game. Another handheld battery, huh? It's like they knew. It's like they knew you were going to circle around this place. And I assume the large shape in the center of the room is in fact the entire library because it's so big. I like that. I like when the boss rooms or the rooms that you go into are congruent with their actual size. Speaking of which, Patchouli has a massive library, but I didn't know it was on the second floor. I always assumed that Patchouli's library was in the basement. Or voila, the magic library is what it's usually called. I always assumed that it was in the basement because that's where because there's no sunlight in there. Although this game kind of confirms that there's no windows either, so I guess there really is no reason to not think that they don't have sunlight. We're going to get Flan today. Actually, you know what? This is about time where I pull out the spreadsheet. So, this is a spreadsheet guide that I found on the Steam Workshop in the discussion page of this game. It was posted by Mystery, that is M-I-S-T-I-R-Y, Shack. Mystery Shack. He has a Jack Frost logo on his Steam page. And, ooh, even the developer left a comment on it too. So, it's a spreadsheet guide for information on the game. And I have been using this Google Doc spreadsheet for information, specifically about items, upgrades. They have a map section, but I haven't looked at it because I want to go through the map as blind as possible. Has an item list, character database, skills, upgrades, and grimoires that we can effectively find later on, assorted notes, tips, and terminology. And the assorted notes was how I was able to learn about some of the side quests. They have some of the side quests available on here, as well as a tip on 3 particular characters who have items that you can sell for a decent amount of yen. And the tips is also where I managed to find out that levels do not dictate your damage or stats, which is good. That's a thing I did not like in SMT5, so I'm glad that that's not a thing here. So what I want to look for is character database. They are all listed as chronologically order. They're all listed in chronological order for when they appeared in the series. So Remilia, level 17 vampire. She has a life chunk or 2 life chunks if you manage to hijack her. And Flandra seems to give you a crystal sword. I assumed Flandra would have the better item. So, I think I know who we're going to be hijacking. And also, I just opened up my Viato tube, so you probably saw a giant purple window around my PNG tuber for a second. Okay, we're gonna be hijacking Flandra here, so let's target her specifically. We're just gonna defend with everyone else. Cranberry trap is not the hardest thing to deal with. Although, ooh, that did a decent damage to Sumideko. Alright, we have enough SP. Let's see if we can survive Cranberry trap. Let's do it how I used to do Cranberry trap. And that's sort of stream it. Well, it's not streaming, it's misdirecting. I always mess up the terms. Alright, it worked! That's actually kind of how I wish Cranberry Trap worked in the base Touhou 6 game. But it's a little more complicated than that. You can't just go up and down to survive against Cranberry Trap. You actually have to go in multiple directions. A life gem bundle. Is that an actual item, or did it just give us a bunch of life gems? Moderate set healing to all allies. Ooh, it's a gem ring! Or, is it a gem ring? Or something like that. Anyways, crystal sword. Attack plus 27. 7-star sword. Attack plus 19. Yeah, that is just a way better sword. So, don't mind if I do. We get the crystal sword. Unfortunately, it's not the lavatine, which is what Flandra actually uses as a sword. And yes, it is the lavatine, not the leviathan. That was a mistranslation from a earlier version of Touhou 6. Lavatine is a completely different thing. It is, I believe, a sword in Nordic mythology. It's in one of the mythologies. It's either Nordic or something else, but it fits with the motif of Remilia supposedly having the Spear of Gungnir. Either the Spear of Gungnir or just an energy spear that she calls the Spear of Gungnir. Remilia has a lot of factoids about her that can potentially be true or false because of how she likes to hype herself up as being a true aristocrat. She likes to make herself look cooler. A Yokai Grimoire Sting. Okay, we finally found another Yokai Grimoire, or just a Yokai Grimoire in general. This book is a mystery. Take it to the certain person in the human village. Yep. So we have to take that to Kozuzu so she can read it and figure out exactly what the Grimoire will give us. Also, we're going to use a battery because we're starting to run low on battery power, and I do not want to traverse through this entire dungeon again. I know that it's literally just a floor away and we can just run from every single encounter, but I'm lazy. It's so far. I don't want to.
I don't wanna.
I don't want to. You can't make me. Alright. This is the room. Let's make sure that we're prepared. Use all my life shards. I might as well. I haven't been using them at all for anything, really. Okay. We have decent MP, small SP, but we can build that up in the actual battle. We are fine. Alright. I am going to be assuming that we will be fighting either Patchouli or Remilia. Or heck, even both. It's probably both. Or just Remilia.
What about the little prince?
Remy, that's a children's book. Also nice that she calls her Remy, because, you know, they're both friends.
Oh, of course. Then how about Wizard of... Crap, I wasn't expecting Remilia to be here, does I?
Who goes there? It's just your girlfriend. Also, I see the hearts over there. That's either Scar or Druid. I'm assuming it's Scar.
I'll search the library while you distract those two. Good luck, Daze.
Couple of book thieves. Let me handle them, Remy.
Very well. Help me pick out the books later.
Marissa ran off. I'll deal with her later, I suppose. For now, I wonder which one of my spells will incinerate you the fastest.
Oh, I'm sorry, my asthma.
Miasma! So apparently she's using the miasma spell.
It's straight up poison damage.
Okay. So if this Patchouli is the exact same as the normal sleeper Patchouli, that means she's weak to physical, which also means she's kind of screwed. But we're going to treat this like an actual battle, so... Let's lower her attack. And have everyone just buff real quick at the beginning of the battle. We're going to increase all of our attack. Toji-ho, you're just going to lower or increase the defense? No, lower the defense for all allies. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot that I gave that to Toji-ho. And you know what? We're going to mimic what Toji-ho is doing. And just lower their attack twice. Oh, look at that. They're trying to increase their attack. Actually, I'm not lowering their attack, I'm lowering their defense. Yeah, their defense is lowered, but their attack has been increased. Now, that basically made Sakuya's spell irrelevant, but that's fine with me. Problem is that their evasion is also increased as well, so that could potentially be a problem. We may have to remove debuffs of all allies. I wish I had the other version for that, because that would make boss battles so much more easier. Time to go on the offense. We could potentially kill the Kawakumas first, though. In fact, we have a Kawakuma ourselves, right? What is she weak to? Ice and Pierce. Well, it's a good thing we have Sakuya.
Needle throw. How about some needle throw?
Well, actually, we don't need to mimic that. What we can mimic is Sakuya's thing. And do 2 needle throws. Yep, they're both weak to it. And a critical. Oh my. 137 damage from Sumireko? That's more than I have done in the entire game. That's more than anyone's done in the entire game. That's pretty scary. We're going to keep doing that, but some of our characters are a little weak at the moment. So what we're going to do is we're going to increase our evasion, but lower their evasion with Dead on Time. Toji-ho, you're going to go on healing duty for a second, because Sakuya can't really handle another attack. And as for you, Remilia... You know what? Screw it. Leg stab. Stab the Kawakuma. Stab the quack. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, I gotta really do something about their evasion. Speaking of evasion. Okay, the Kawakumas are starting to become really, really annoying. Also, that ice spell is not helping us at all. Lower the evasion, lower the attack. Alright, we need to do something about the evasion here. Let's decrease that. Sakuya, you're probably gonna have to heal real quick. Life gem on Sumireko. We need to keep her alive at least. Lower attack, lower defense. Okay, yeah, this is what we're gonna do. I would do that, but yeah, you know what? We have to. We don't really have a choice, do we? Just lower Kawakuma's attack. Make sure she can't kill us. And they're still raising their stats. Ooh. I'm actually glad only one of them attacked this turn. I'm going to assume that I'm powerful enough to take on Kawakuma. We're gonna gamble and use a needle throw. And for our other two, we're just going to use a simple life gem on both of them. I want to at least keep Toji-ho alive because she has the revival spell. Hey there, Scar. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well today. Alright, we got rid of one of them. That's one less buffer. Evil spells, huh? That's... yeah, I'm gonna take out Sakuya. Alright, note to self. If we end up having to redo this battle, we're gonna have to fight Kawakuma and kill her. Lose the debuffs on all allies. She has increased attack power. In the event that she does something really dangerous, we're gonna do that. We're gonna use a life gem with Toji-ho. Actually, no. We're gonna use a spell with Toji-ho. You're tired, you got done playing a rank in Call of Duty. Oh, did you win? Are you winning, son? Oh, thank you. Well, in that case, I really hope you sleep well. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna raise our defense. Remelia not looking too good, so... let's just heal. If we're lucky... oh, you... She better not be just spamming that from now on. Okay, we're gonna have to take Kawakuma out now. It's gone far enough. At this point, this is just ridiculous. Let's keep Toji-ho alive. Oh, problem is, we can't keep both of them alive. Okay, I have a plan. This is kind of ballsy, but we're gonna keep Toji-ho alive, put a defense on her. And Remelia, we're gonna use a life gem on Toji-ho. Toji-ho's not gonna die, but Remelia might if they actually attack us. And the verdict is, they didn't. Never mind. Yep, there goes Remelia. Alright, Toji-ho, it's just you and me again. Me and Toji-ho against the world. Like always. Just gonna increase our defense as much as possible. Alright, there goes the quacks. We've gotten rid of the ducks. Now it's just the librarian. She'll be back next week. Oh yeah, she always comes back to me. Wow, Sky, I didn't know you were crazy like that. Let's lower her evasion, because that is maxed. That is maxed out, and I am scared by that. We're gonna lower the attack. Our MP is significantly skyrocketing downward. And that is bad, but, you know, at the very least, we're surviving. Let's lower the attack another time, and... no, actually, we need to lower her evasion if we actually want to hit her. Toji-ho will handle the attack. Alright, that's it for damage. Or that's it for buffs. Let's use... I do have a revival item, right? It was the Soul Stone. But I think we can only get that from Letty. Oh, I really should have restocked on those. Okay. Instead of trying to bring back our Sakuya and Remelia, let's try to bring in some other sleepers. So our highest level sleeper at the moment, besides our main team that we had was Byakurin, Miko. Aoun I had built up, but she's a level lower than the other two. And Flandra, I don't really have anything on her that's good. We literally just got her. So, I'm thinking Byakurin. Byakurin because she's a tank, and she also has that healing move that works off of SP. Toji-ho, you can just continuously lower her attack. Make sure she can't deal too much damage to us. I know she can buff herself, but that's fine. Also, she's just using the electricity spell, so she's healing Sumireko and also doing no damage to Toji-ho, so that's fine with me. Let's finally get some SP. No, actually, let's summon another sleeper. We're gonna summon the Ladoggle. We're gonna summon Ladoggle onto our team and hope that she comes in before Byakurin can get her turn. So with Byakurin, we'll increase all of our attack power. We're gonna go on the offense as soon as we can. And finally, lower defense. Just do it! Okay, nice. Our doggo is going to be extra powerful. Ooh, she hit weakness damage. It's a good thing we lowered her attack. Let's use our final medi on someone at least. No, you know what? We don't need to. Let's do sword. Let's do gun attack. And Byakurin, you can handle the healing. Heal all allies. Effective increases for every yokai and human party member. Well, good thing we have a human and a yokai in our party. I think Aoun technically counts. Toji-ho, you can use one more defense lowering. And what do you have, Aoun? I don't remember. Ooh, what are her... Okay, she doesn't have a defense decrease, which means we can just use this. So now she's gonna have double the lower defense. Spear, if you win, make your character act like this was super easy. I don't do that. Sorry, Scar, but I'm not a little bitch. I'm kidding, Scar. Also, I hope you like my my character dancing in the bottom left. I'm probably gonna have that for every stream now. Alright, we're gonna go on the full offense now, before Toji-ho just runs out of MP. So, unfortunately, she isn't weak to any sort of element, but that just means we can do attacks. That's right, baby. We're doing a tackle battle. Aoun, you can mimic Byakurin. Alright, we may have to lower her evasion. Never mind! I guess we didn't really have to build up our buffs and debuffs after all. She died as soon as we went on the offense. Oops! But hey, we're level 21 now. That was easy. That was easy. I did not struggle whatsoever. We're level 21, so that means we can make the werewolf. Awesome. Oh, you beat Patchy. Who are you, anyway? You wish to discuss the ongoing incident with moi? Very well. Meet me in my room on the first floor. We really have to go back all the way over there? I'm feeling hungry today. Uh-oh. That's not a good sign. She left. Fine. Get whatever books you want and leave me alone. Yay! And Marissa took the entire library stock. Whew. I made it out. I got every conjuration spell book I could find, does it? Let's see if they have a spell on conjuring a large amount of clones. Meet me at my house later, and we'll discuss this. But first, I heard Ramilia asked you to meet her in her room. Better not keep her waiting, if you know what I mean. Okay. We all know what's about to happen once we get there, but let's use the magic fabric as an instant warp. I want to get there as soon as possible, okay? Can you, like, enlarge it for a good maybe 10 to 5 seconds, please? No. Maybe if I win the game, or if we're, like, at the end of the stream, I'll have a extra version of that on OBS ready. I'll have an extra enlarged version ready for on OBS. We'll do that in the next session. Whenever I'm, like, at the end of a session, I'll just have spirit dancing in the front and forefront. But for now, no, because I'm lazy. I don't want to mess with things. I am too lazy. It's too far. I have to go into another program and do something. Scar, why do you want me to do more work? Why do you do this to me? I'm kidding. Okay. We're gonna make the werewolf now. We have enough money. We can get rid of some of our sleepers if they're needed for this fusion. Rumi. One day, Rumia. One day we will learn how to do the decibel system. Okay. Actually, what level are we? Are we level 21 or are we level 22? We're level 21, so we can only make the werewolf. We can't make the bunui. I will make a werewolf. I'd like to see you try. Okay, who do we need to fuse this? Remilia and Flandra? That's fine with me. I haven't been using Flandra at all. And Remilia, we can just save to the database.
Now connecting to the database.
Okay. I'm fine with this. How much money does it cost to take sleepers out of the database? Let's head to Touhou 6. Remilia. That's nothing. That's not even a quarter of what we have. Jeez. Yeah, buying back sleepers in this game is really easy to do. In fact, let's do something real quick. We're gonna fuse Kagura. And what were her stats again? I completely forgot. Strength and agility, so she's mostly strength based. Kagura Imaizumi, a werewolf yokai. She can transform into a werewolf, but prefers her more human form because she doesn't like to be hairy. Do we have any good physical moves? Oh, she has Berserker? Oh, never mind. I know what I'm going to do with this Kagura immediately. She's got critical slash, so we're going to give her that. Lowers evasion by 1 level. That's actually pretty good if we want to do a debuff on him, on an enemy. Blood-sucking universe. Well, she's a werewolf, and vampires are similar to werewolves, so okay, we're going with that. Focus punch. And finally, she has mimic, so we don't really have to give her any sort of elemental spell. She's going to be primarily physical. Weak physical attack to one enemy. If the target is paralyzed, lower all of their stats by 2 levels, but remove the paralysis. That would be cool if we had a paralyzing spell, but we don't. So I will save that for later. I can potentially just redo fusions to get better stuff. Now, what I'm more interested in is either giving her one of the elements, or just giving, or just giving her cult of personality. I think I'll just give her an element. Is there a spell card? Is there a spell called Medea? No, but there was a Medea spell in Shin Megami Tensei. And yes, anytime I use the Medea spell, I always think of that Medea. I'm gonna give her fire, because why not? Because, you know, the blue wolf can't have the fire dragon, so we might as well have one werewolf have fire. And Scar is just, he's giving me the side glance. He has his knife ready. He has his knife ready and his teeth bared. Kagura is now yours. Yay! Oh yeah, Persona 2. Persona technically does have the same spell, considering they're both the same franchise. But I'm probably talking about like one of your old. Yeah, I think I mentioned it previously. Oh, there goes my dog. All right, I knew this was gonna happen. I will be right back. My dog has been kicked out, and he is now sad. Okay. So where was I? Bro, your character disappeared. Yeah, because I had to go handle my dog. Okay. So, we made Kagero. Unfortunately, that didn't unlock anything new. So, I guess we'll just have to wait until Udonga comes around. But in terms of my plans, what does Kagero do in terms of stats? Okay. She resists pierce and fire, but she is weak to electricity. Honestly, I do not want that because I like my current stats as they are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to skill transfer. I'm going to skill transfer Kagero because I really want those skills. Berserker, I feel like can be a really good thing if I can lower the enemy's evasion. But that brings up the question, what are we going to get rid of? Focus Punch is great because it's moderate physical damage to one enemy. And I got rid of Sweep because it just wasn't really working for me. Love Tap is good because I need to lower the enemy's HP in order to capture them in a hijacking. So, oh wait, your character goes away when you move. No, I just turn him off. OBS allows you to do stuff like that. I can customize the stuff that happens on the stream just by going to the program, and you have a bunch of sources here, and these sources are just like images, windows, stuff like that, pictures. Like if I click this one, I can just have Chopper appear in the screen. That's what I do to cover the endings of these games. I have different windows set for different games and images. I think this image is I think this is Jack Frost? Yeah, this is Jack Frost. Yeah, so I could basically just do that with anything, really. There's Maluki. There's Maluki Gotcha. This is when Maluki is here, and I can just put his head on top of Marissa. I have Revan, who is on my lap when I'm doing my VTuber model. Oh, and here's Ran. Here's the Ran one. Here's Dancing Orin for when we encounter Orin. That's a good one. I like that one. It's my favorite dance. Next to Marissa twerking, of course. And I also have different backgrounds too. Like the red background you see is custom made. But yeah, I can just customize any of them whenever I want. Well, I didn't know, Scar. I didn't know you had a PC. Honestly, I thought you were just PC-less. Sorry, Scar, but you were never PC-friendly. I mean, it's true. Okay, so I initially thought that Daipara was a good skill. Turns out it's not. I want the other version. I want to be able to remove buffs from enemies. So for now, I am just going to put Berserker in that slot, and just that's it. That's what I'm going to do. Critical Slash could be really good, especially since it has a high crit rate, and I innately have a high crit rate. Lowers evasion by 1 level. Ooh, okay, Leg Stab is really good, because at this point, I have this spell. No, wait, it's this spell. Lower evasion by 1 level for 1 enemy. That's Vayupada, but with Leg Stab, I can do the same thing as this spell, but I can also do damage at the same time. And it's physical damage, which means I am innately going to do more damage with it anyways. So I'm getting rid of that debuff spell for Leg Stab. Leg Stab is probably going to be in my party for a while, so long as I use Berserker. And finally, the only thing we can really bring into here is a quick moderate pierce attack. I still don't know what pierce runs off of. I honestly have no idea. And it says quick, so I'm assuming that's like a quick attack. So it like goes first no matter what. That's interesting. The only thing that I would probably want is Critical Slash, but I don't really want Critical Slash. That's the thing. Because I already have so many other good stuff. I could increase my evasion, but I could also leave that to my other party members. In fact, I could probably... Yeah, you know what? Oh, the choices here. Alright, I'm getting rid of increasing evasion for critical slash because I want to go all gung-ho into offense. I'm going to go unga boonga in offense. That's pretty much what I'm going to do. Yes. Yes, please. And with that, we now have a new setup. So let's go back to the database. Let's check, and then we're immediately going to get Kaguro again. She is Touhou 14, so it's right behind Aoun. Let's download the safe version. Oh yeah. Bro, what's the point of a game where you can't see the ending of the game, which I will never play for a streamer? You want it, just pointless. Well, that's on you. You know, the developer, I'm pretty sure we had this discussion before, on stream actually, because you were in one of the voice chats, but like, the fact that the creator just allows us to be able to download the game for free, even though it does cost money, the fact that he allows people to do it overseas, you know, we gotta respect at least one of his rules. And one of the few rules that he has for the franchise is to just not show off the ending because he wants people to experience the ending themselves. Because these games are really hard, you know, might as well have people who can actually get to the ending experience it. And it's not like people don't show the ending anyways, you know, there are a bunch of YouTube videos that you can watch of the endings. It's just for respect, you know? If you respect the creator, then you do it. If you don't respect the creator, that's fine, but people who do respect him are not going to respect you. Well, at the very least, you won't be respected by the creator themselves. And honestly, the creator doesn't care. It's not like the creator, you know, a Japanese guy is gonna find a random YouTube video from America and just say this person is horrible. Anyway, someone is clawing at my door, so I will be right back. Alrighty, I am back. Don't respect me, I don't... Well, that's on you, Scar. I have shown the endings before of the fighting games. And then I realized that that's probably not a good idea because the fighting games are still in the official series. They're still canon. Like, you can have a problem with it. You have no you have all the rights to show off the ending if you really want to. It's the internet. It's not like there's no sort of copyright reason for showing the ending. It's not like you're going to get attacked for it by the creator. It's not like your video is going to get taken down. It's just a respect thing. That's all it is. If you respect the creator, then you at the very least do the one thing they ask you to do. And if you don't, then oh well. That's on you. That's pretty much it though. Other than that, like, the only other thing that the creator has stated to just not do as like a big no for the franchise is just, I think Scar means 86. Well, it depends on what event he's referring to. The only other thing that the creator has stated, that ZUN has stated not to do with the franchise, is just not to monetize it. And monetize in the sense that you can't sell products of the series without his consent. That is why there are so many fan games out there, because those people have actually got permission from ZUN to sell their fan games. It's why a game like this is $9 on Steam as opposed to being free online. I mean, technically it is, depending on the site. That's all I'm saying. You can take it from there. You can take my message from there, but I am not going further with that. But yeah, this is $9 on Steam, and the only reason why it's able to be sold is that the creator ZUN has given permission by people. You need to actually contact him, and just, you need to go through the process. That's it. But other than that, the series is just free to do whatever you want with it. You can create your own fan anime, you can create drawings, you can create your own music album if you want to. But if you sell those, just make sure you get the permission to. And ZUN is actually very lenient with the permission, so long as you don't try to stifle people out of money, or you try to make it through acts of just wanting to make money. Like that one Super Smash Bros. Touhou game that got taken down due to the fact that the creators were trying to sell it through Patreon. Or not a Patreon, it was actually a Patreon, yeah. They created a Patreon for the game, and that was a big no-no for ZUN. He actually stated no to not do that ahead of time, but they did it anyways. So, that was when copyright litigations were brought up. That was when he took them to court. And that's 100% fair, because it is his franchise, and he literally said no. He straight up did not give them permission to do that. It sucks though, because that looked like a pretty fun game anyways. So what I was going to do with my plan was, I'm going to do the old-fashioned thing. I'm going to take Toji-ho, and we got Remilia. We got Remilia, didn't we? No, we didn't, actually. Okay, well, what I'm going to do is Kurumi. Kurumi here is easy to get. She's very cheap. So we're just going to feed Kurumi to Toji-ho. Look at that experience. Toji-ho was like level 19. Let's see what happens after this. Transfer complete. She's level 20. She's level 20, and she has more MP than any character I currently own. She seems to be very magic-based, it seems. Magic-based, and her physical attacks is actually not bad either. Her defense and magic... Actually, her magic defense is great, too. It's just her defense is pretty low. But yeah, look at that. Toji-ho's like level 20. She's the highest level out of any sleeper we have. That's nuts. I love the sacrifice system. I love sacrificing demons. Take that out of context, will you? It's a mechanic that was in SMT 5, and I am so glad that it was brought into this game. Now, you are able to just take low end game or early game demons and just feed them to your current demons, so that you can then make them stronger and viable for a lot longer. This essentially allows you to take any character in this game into the final dungeon or endgame. Heck, if you really wanted to, you could take such a nothing character like the Fairy Maid and bring her into the end of the game, where you can make her the strongest character if you really wanted to. And that is probably what we're going to do with Toji-ho. Just because. I close my eyes, you can't see me. You closed your third eye? Scar, don't do that. You're going to destroy your mind. Or do that if you want to. That'll be entertaining to see. Okay, so I probably should have also fed a demon to some of my other sleepers. Because, yeah, Toji-ho's strong, but all my other characters aren't. But that's besides the point. We're going to be fighting Remilia, which means the best thing to do is to bring in Remilia at the same time. We're also going to leave out Byakuren just because I like to use Byakuren. We haven't used her in a while throughout this entire dungeon, so let's try to make use of her. And I am instinctively going to run away from everything because I just do not want to fight right now. Okay, I believe this is Remilia's room. Let's see if this is the one. If you stream at ending, Zoom might 86 you from any more games. Okay, I want to go that far. But yes. He'll just show up on your computer screen, climb out of it, Ringu style, and then just do a suplex on you. He'll do a suplex into your computer, send you to Gensokyo, so then you'll get eaten by Rumia. You'll get eaten by the little goblin. That's how bad it'll be.
Good, you made it. Let me introduce myself.
I'm Remilia Scarlet.
So, you want to discuss the sleeper incident with me? Very well, but first, I'm hungry. I tasked my servants with making me a steak today, so please go get it.
What? I thought she was gonna eat us. Not gonna lie, I thought she was actually gonna eat us, and that would lead to a boss battle. Okay. Guess that's not gonna happen. Guess we're heading to the kitchen, which is actually literally right over here. I'm actually still going to run away from everything because I don't want to lose any MP. That's why you have that on, because you have a 0.10 head. Scar, you don't have to be mean about my head.
Oh, Lady Remilia sent you to retrieve the steak for her? Right away. It's almost done. We just need one last ingredient. What will you add?
Oh, we can actually add... I kinda wanna add garlic. I don't know why, but I kinda wanna add garlic to the vampire dish. Hey, don't look at me. I'm the one that wants to do it. Is there a specific side quest for this? I'm looking at the side quest list, but there doesn't seem to be one. Nope. Force of Magic, Patchouli. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any side quests revolving around this particular dish. Alright, good night, Scar. I hope you sleep well and you have a good day at work tonight. Or a good night at work tonight. Your schedule is so weird to me. Zune's gonna do an RKO on you, watch out. No, he's gonna summon one of his stands, and his stands is the big Bastioni. Or the Cloud. It'll be either or. Okay, so, what should we put into the dish? I'm thinking we should put in some broccoli, because, you know, she's a vampire, and I want to be a little bit of a troll. I don't think, or did I say broccoli? I meant garlic. I mean, broccoli might not be the worst choice either. She might hate vegetables. Actually, I think it's canon that she hates vegetables. Chili pepper, I think she'll like. She seems like the type of person that would enjoy chili. Is that human meat? You know what? I'm gonna add the garlic just to see what happens. Oh, chili pepper! I should have added chili pepper. You ordered the fairies to add chili pepper. Or, not chili pepper, garlic. Ah!
Okay, it's done. Please take it to Lady Remilia right away.
Can I talk to you again?
Cooking. We're busy.
Aw, well, I guess we're going with the garlic answer. I guess we're just gonna kill the vampire. Then again, I like spicy. Yeah, that's why I say she might actually like it, because, you know, spicy food is really good. I could see a vampire enjoying spicy food. Some people's blood might be spicy, depending on what they eat. You know, she probably takes a bite out of Druid's blood, and she drinks it. It's probably super spicy. Mmm. The blood of chaos. Yummy. Vermilia takes a bite out of the garlic steak.
Mmm, this is pretty good. What did you add?
Garlic? Are you trying to poison me? Hey. Okay, now she fights us. You know what? Fair. I actually kind of want to know what happens if we choose the other options. I'm sad that we didn't save. I think I might have a save state or a save point before this battle. So what I'm going to do is we're going to do this battle normally, but I am going to save on a different slot and just do it again next battle. Oh, that's what the garlic did. It lowered all of her stats. Okay, that's funny. Speaking of which, let's see what she can do. I have the SP. She has access to Quick Thrust, Critical Slash, Ajirausa, which I think is the level 2 Force spell, Hijira, which is Force All, Daipada, that's the spell that removes all of your debuffs. Ooh. And Blood-Sucking Universe, of course. Vermilia Scarlet, Mistress of the Scar Double Mansion. So, basically my plan is to buff myself completely and just roll with that. I'm gonna try to lower her evasion as much as possible, though, so that I can use the new move that we got, so that we can use Berserker. Speaking of which, let's increase all of our defense. Well, judging from her skills, debuffs aren't really going to work on her all that much, but I'm going to do it anyways. I'm going to try to lower them at least to 2 points instead. And we'll mimic Byakuran just so we can use more of the buffs on all of us. Ooh, that was a crit on Byakuran. That was nasty. Super sugary and super spicy is in my blood. Yes, the taste of chaos. The taste of chaotic neutral. Oh wow, she actually got rid of her defense. Okay. We'll do another leg stab just because. And then... Can we increase our defense? Yeah, we'll increase it one more time. Actually, you know what? Screw it. We don't need to increase our... Actually, we do. I don't want to get hit by her really hard again. Also, what was her weakness? I completely forgot. Good thing we have a Patchouli here. Or Vermilia. Gun and Mind. I think Toji-ho might have one of those. No, she doesn't. Okay, that's unfortunate. Well, Toji-ho looks like he can't do much for this battle. Oh, she did have the Animus spell. I didn't actually get to see what she resisted against. Force and fire. Well, it doesn't say anything about electricity. Azane. And thank goodness we have Yomi. Sugar and spice and everything nice. Okay, look here. I'm pretty sure that's not the case. You said a lot of things to me, Druid, over the years, but I'm pretty sure that one is a lie. Also, I'm not implying that you've ever lied to me. Just so you know. Okay, her evasion is lowered twice. Let's try to use Berserk and see how much damage that'll do, while also increasing our attack power. We also need to heal Byakuran. She's low on health. And Screw it, we'll mimic to increase our attack power even more. Ooh, never mind. She was faster than us. That's not good because, yeah, the mimic was useless. What did she do? Okay. She paralyzed us. Oh, that's really bad. Okay, well, now we do have to get to Toji-ho's turn. Or we can just summon a new demon. Sorry, Byakuren. Actually, Miko might not be a bad choice. Miko we haven't used in a while, but she also... Wait. She used 4 spells, didn't she? Yeah, I think she used 4 spells, and I'm pretty sure Miko is weak to them. Yep, she is. So is Byakuren. Alright, we need to find a character who is not weak to force damage. Well, Patchouli, but I haven't built her up. Oh, I already have Vermilion in the party. I do also have Sakuya. She doesn't nullify it, but she's also not weak to it. Alright, you know what? We're going with Sakuya. Let's summon Sakuya to our party. And plus, I think she has a couple of buffs and debuffs, so we'll be fine there. Increase the defense. No, our defense is completely all the way up. What we need to do is we need to get rid of that paralysis. And we have a lot of remedies. We've been building those up throughout the entire game, baby. Weak pierce attack to 1 enemy. That, I can't believe she has a move she's weak to. That's interesting. Are you kidding me? Wow. Yeah, you better get hit by that. Okay, Remilia is really, really fast. What we're gonna do, I don't want Sumireko to die, so she's just gonna defend. Sakuya. Let's increase all of our evasion. Because I'm kind of scared. I'm scared. Let's increase Sakuya's defense because she's going to need it, and we're just going on the full support for this turn. We're going to support everyone, just keep everyone alive, because she has access to quick thrust, and she is just way faster. There we go. Yeah, the defense is a good idea. Let's heal... I don't really want to use Medi, because that's going to waste a turn. As much as I really want to use Berserker, I don't think it's gonna work on her. But screw it, I want to use it anyways. And we're just gonna continuously raise our evasion. Let's increase your defense one more time. And we'll mimic the evasion. Uh-oh. Oh, come on! And that still hit everybody. Sumireko can't add due to paralysis. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, so for this turn, we're gonna do another heal on everyone. I stocked up on a bunch of items, baby. Hey, it missed everybody. That doesn't heal for as much as I thought it would. Okay. Now that we've gotten to the point where, we're all buffed up, except for our attack power. Let's go on the offense. We could increase our attack power, which, you know what, we're going to do that anyways. Let's do it. And, let's use Azane. Remilia, you're actually going to heal Sakuya, because I don't feel good about her amount of... Oh, never mind. Apparently that just missed. Okay, now I'm good with her HP. Although Toji-ho is now at a lower HP point. So we're gonna have to do something about that, it seems. Let's continue to increase our attack. I need to be reminded. What is her weakness again? Mind and Bullet. Yeah, Toji-ho has none of those. So we can just spam Azani. That's fine. We have 3 of those life shards left. We're really gonna have to do something about that. Oh, Sakuya. You better not die next turn, Sakuya. We're all riding on you to survive this. Okay. I really need to heal her. Fine, I'll invest in my life gems. Never mind, there she goes. Yeah, even when she defended. At least that went to someone who could use it. That Medi was kind of useless, though. Are we gonna gamble? Are we gonna gamble and take this chance? Of course we will! Let's do it anyways. We really are gonna stock up on life gems after this. Sucking universe. Ha ha! Yeah, even if she's not weak to it, it's still doing a decent amount. Okay, now we can go on the offense. We're at a good point. Our HP is fine. Remilia can use blood-sucking universe. And the enemy Remilia just keeps missing. Now see, that doesn't do nearly as much damage as I thought it would. But that's fine. Okay, we lost Byakuran and Sakuya during that battle. But overall, thanks to our item, thanks to the items that we had, Toji-ho and Sumireko were able to survive. And Remilia was basically just, you know, an item bitch. He took a selfie in the Scarlet Devil Mansion. Why don't you... That achievement, damn it. You're pretty strong. You're pretty good. Apparently they bought Metal Gear Solid 3 from the Kodindo shop. And Remilia has just been obsessed with Ocelot recently.
Of course, I'm weak. I'm weakened because I'm still hungry. Sakuya.
Have you called, milady?
Stay still, please.
Remilia digs her fangs into Sakuya and sucks her blood. Okay, I'm pretty sure this has never happened before.
Thank you.
It is no problem at all, milady. Huh? Shouldn't you be in the dungeon jail?
No, Sakuya. She is a dear guest. Please leave us.
Certainly, milady. Sakuya disappears. Okay, I'm pretty sure that never happened in canon. That's an interesting thing. So yeah, apparently it is true, though, that Remilia doesn't kill whenever she drinks blood out of humans. She's apparently a very sickly girl. So she only takes a small amount of blood from someone. But I guess vampirism isn't apparently a thing in Gensokyo, so yeah. She can just drink blood without the fear of killing someone. Although sometimes she does go a little bit overboard. Now her sister, though. Her sister, that's a different story.
I prefer steak. Sucking blood like that, this isn't very fancy, but it can't be helped. Now, what did you want to ask? How this mansion ended up in Gensokyo? Why, I manipulated fate itself to move it here. Actually, we just built it here hundreds of years ago. No one noticed it existed until recently. Probably because of all the mist. Why do you ask? Are you accusing me of causing this incident? Truth be told, sleepers are a nuisance to me as well. I tried to suck up the blood of one, but I couldn't even penetrate its skin. It's as if they're not made of flesh and bone at all. And that's all I can tell you. Scarlet Devil Mansion has nothing to do with this incident.
Alright, well, this was a bit of a waste of time, but at least we got to learn that, you know, they really don't have anything to do with any of this. With that said, let's heal some of our dead compadres. Man, Sumireko ended up using all of her MP. Unfortunate. You disappointed me for the last time, Sumireko. But I'm Sumireko. You're Sumireko too. I'm Sumireko, you're Sumireko, they're Sumireko, we're all Sumireko. Are there any other Sumirekos I should know about? Basically the plot of Sumireko's story. in 15.5 at least. Having the urban legend of the doppelganger can sometimes be very, very confusing. Now, what should I do? Should I just continue rocking the demons that the sleepers that I have right now, or should I start investing in trying to make them a little bit more stronger? Honestly, I can buy them back really easily, and money grinding isn't really a problem in this game, especially if I could find Flandras and Mikos. I could just sell their weapons to the shops, and, you know, no problem there at all. So, who is actually really good? That is the question. I mean, Toji-ho, obviously. Can't go wrong with Toji-ho. Byakuren I really like, but I'm gonna need to give her better spells. Miko is also decent, but... Actually, she has Zombie Ritual. She is very, very decent. Actually, she has Dai-Atma. Why haven't I had... I'm sorry. I'm kind of having a stroke here. Why haven't I been using Miko recently? Like, at all. She can remove buffs from all enemies. Where was that during the Patchouli battle? I really should have been using Miko a lot. Okay. Well, if that's the case, I'm gonna need to find a fusion that is related to using Miko. And I want to transfer Zombie Ritual to someone else. Because Zombie Ritual is also a really good spell. It's a revival spell, or it's a revival SP move that brings back any sleeper automatically into the battle. So, you know, I don't have to waste a turn reviving them and then summoning them with Sumireko. It's something that I can get from Sega. So I think I also have a Sega as well. So if, yeah, she's right here. She's literally right here. If I can find a fusion that uses Sega and Miko, I'm fine with that. In fact, let's do that right now. So Sega. What can I fuse with Sega? I could fuse the Fairy Maiden Sega to make Sakuya. What about Miko? Not a lot, sadly. I could make Kawakuma. I could give Kawakuma the SP spell, but does she already have it? Didn't I already make a Kawakuma with it? Spiritual healing. Okay, so she has spiritual healing, which is also a really good skill to have. What can I fuse Kawakuma into? I could get another Byakuren, which, you know, the Byakuren that I have currently also has spiritual healing, so I guess that's not really a reason to do that. I could fuse her into Kagero, get Sega, and give Sega both the spiritual healing and zombie ritual for some extra fusion funsies. I could also make Aoun, although I think Aoun already has the spell. You know what? Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fuse Kagero and Kawakuma to make Sega. So what I need to do right now is just sacrifice Sega. But to whom shall I sacrifice Sega to? I wonder. Yes, this is a very tough option. Oh, well, first things first. What is Sega's skills? Yomi, Confusing Mist, Tranquilizer Dart, Himedai, and Zombie Ritual. Okay, I'm actually not going to sacrifice her. Instead, I'm going to skill transfer to Toji-ho. I actually want to give her the Himedai because it's Medea. It's a healing spell to everybody. And maybe consider giving her Yomi. Yomi is pretty decent. I'm getting rid of Cover. Cover is just not good for Toji-ho at all. I was thinking I might use it in some sort of fusion funsies, but no, it's not worth it. And plus, I can always just find another sleeper with cover, and then just skill transfer cover that way. Literally, the only reason for doing a fusion pathway, you know, fusing something to then get something later on, is just to transfer the spell cards, because you can't transfer, you can't use skill transfer to give other sleepers spell cards. As you can see, I can't give her zombie ritual like this. I have to do a fusion chain to eventually get Toji-ho, to fuse Toji-ho, to then give her zombie ritual. That's literally the only reason to do basic fusions. But yeah, I am giving her Himedai. What am I getting rid of instead, though? The revival spell is good. But once we get zombie ritual on someone, we won't really need the revival spell. Also, if I can find a way to grind out those soul stones, and I think I can get them from Letty. Let me see. Let me see if I am correct on this. Character database. Letty Whiterock. Soulstone. Yeah, I can get one Soulstone from Letty, and she is not a rare encounter. So if I just go back to the obelisk, you know, grind hijacking on Letty, and just max out my Soulstones, I won't really need Animus as an actual spell. It's actually just a waste of MP. So we're going to instead get the Himedai spell for extra healing. And yes, I am fine with that. Toji-ho now has support and another element. Heck yeah. My gosh, what am I doing with her? So what did we need to do in order to fuse Seiga? It was Kawakuma and Kaguro. Okay. Let's go to the database. Save Kawakuma. We're gonna say quack. There she is. Alrighty, I know we just got her, but like, yeah. I really want to give Seiga these new spells, these new skills. Increase evasion. Well, first things first. Spiritual healing. Let's look in Universe. We can also give her that. I'll save Mimic for later. I'm probably not going to use Seiga, so yeah. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to give her Mimic anyways. I should also really give her a buff spell. Yeah, Kawakuma has all of them. You know what? No. You know what? I literally said the only reason to do basic fusions is to give them the spell cards. Why am I giving them these spells when there's no reason to? All I need to do is go to the database, buy back the sleeper that has the spell, and then do skill transfer to give them these spells. So actually, the best thing I should do is to just do this. Give them a bunch of spell cards. Bloodsucking Universe. Is that better than Evil Spell? Honestly, not really. It doesn't do nearly as much damage as I thought it did. Yeah, you know, I think that's good. If it works the way I think it does, then this is what we're gonna do for Seiga. We're transferring all of these skills, and let's just hope that she gets a decent fusion. Now, just to make sure I was actually correct on that, let's go and try to transfer something to Seiga. So, I can get rid of these, right? Yeah, I can get rid of any of the spells cards. That means we technically have a way better Seiga than we had previously. So I'm going to save that to the database, and then we can always purchase that later on. Now for Seiga. We can fuse the Fairy Maiden and Seiga to make Sakuya, and that seems to be the only good thing we can really make. Now we just need to figure out what we're going to do with our basic Sakuya. And with our basic Sakuya, she has a lot of really good skills. Lots of buffs. Decent debuff. Needle throw is good. But I'm pretty sure Remilia has access to a bunch of those already. No, she doesn't. What about Byakuren? Byakuren has all of those. Toji-ko's weak to that. I'm weak to that. We're mostly all just weak to force. That's unfortunate. But I'm thinking Byakuren is good. Byakuren's a great physical unit. She has a lot of great spells. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to sacrifice fusion to Byakuren. And I think we're gonna get a better Sakuya right now, so I am fine with not saving Sakuya. I will not save you, Sakuya. Sakuya, you do not need to be saved. You're one soul that I will not save in my pilgrimage. Wait, no, I'm sacrificing Byakuren. No, I don't want to do that. Now, get back there. Jeez, look at that experience. That's a lot of experience right there. Let's hope Byakuren gets a decent amount of levels. Transfer complete.
Transfer complete.
And with that, she's level 18. 2 level ups, I believe. That's not bad. And her attack is really, really decent. I think that's a really good Byakuren. Okay. I will be right back because I am being called. I'm going to do a phone call real quick. So 1 second, everyone. Okay, it is just one of those days where I get distracted by a lot of things. People usually come to call me, people usually want something, people usually want me to handle my dog. But yeah, it is literally just one of those days. Even when I put a guaranteed sign outside my door that states I am currently doing something, nobody listens. But that's besides the point. I am back. I also got some dinner. I didn't realize it was so late. I started the stream. I should have started the stream a lot earlier than this, but unfortunately I just didn't have the time. But that's besides the point. I just gotta find a day, and it's probably going to be either... It's not tomorrow because tomorrow I'm gonna do Touhou 9. I actually have to look. My friend has a schedule here. Yeah, okay, that looks good. Alright. Tomorrow I'm doing Touhou 9. Probably going to do it through a voice chat, like usual with Touhou 9. And then Thursday, we are going to be streaming more of this game. And I am going to be doing a very, very long session. I'm talking 4 or 5 hour session. And we're just gonna, play through the game. I will probably also be doing a lot of grinding off screen because I like this game. It's not like I want this game to be done as fast as possible. Far from it. I'm having so much fun. It's just I want to get through the content and effectively do more. I want to do more of the game. So yeah, that's what I want to do. So I completely forgot what we were doing before I left. What exactly were we doing? We were creating Sega. Right, I sacrificed to Byakuren. I sacrificed Sakuya to Byakuren. And now I confuse two characters, Sega and the fairy maid, into Sakuya. And this version of Sakuya will have all of these spells. Because I want to give her these. Alright, let's confirm. And this is the version of Sakuya that I'm going to be saving in the database. As much as I want to save the other version because it had a lot of great spells, this one has all of the spell cards. So, why wouldn't I do that? I could potentially get this Sakuya and fuse it into something even better. Speaking of fusing into something better, no, she unfortunately can't fuse into anything that's better than this. But this Sakuya is probably just going to be saved for fusion fodder. What about you, Futo? Do I have anything good here? Miko and Toletti? Not really. Byakuren is really the only one that stands out here. What about skills status? Oh, you're basically transfer fodder. I can give any of those 3 spells to someone. That's good to know, at least. Because Byakuren has nothing. Byakuren actually has no spells whatsoever. Toji-ho has Force, Electricity, Mind, and Ice. And I have Fire. Actually, I think So what I was doing, my original plan, was I was giving all the elements to both Sumireko and Toji-ho. Mostly Toji-ho, but Sumireko had fire. So I just have her keep fire. While the other characters that I would use have Mimic. They have Mimic and a bunch of other support spells that would effectively be used throughout the battle. And once I get to a point where I can just go on the offense, I Mimic. I Mimic with the other characters to deal damage. So Toji-ho is basically going to be my weak hitter / offensive unit. And for now, my main team is going to consist of Toji-ho, Remilia, and Byakuren. I'm bringing back Byakuren, baby. Oh yeah! And Byakuren is the physical unit, so I'm keeping her in the front row. Despite her being lower level than Remilia, meaning that she probably doesn't have as much offensive power as Remilia, I'm still keeping her in the front because, that hard-hitting move is really good. So, apparently, there is a side quest that I can partake if I happen to go to the library. So let's head back to the library to where Patchouli was. It has something related to Patchouli. I don't know if I need to go through something else in order to get it, but we're gonna try at least to see if we can. And while also, you know, making use of our characters here, so... Critical slash with 2 of our people. Oh man, look at that. Sumireko did a lot of damage thanks to that critical slash. It is a weak hit though, but it's still a lot. Yeah, look at that. 60 with a crit? And we have a high crit chance? No way. No way any of these enemies are going to survive that. At this point, we're just going to run from everything. Sucks that the room is all the way in a circular formation, so we have to go all around to get there, but, you know, that's besides the point. The hijack system is really going to help when it comes to grinding for money. On one hand, I could ask the sleeper for money, but on the other hand, I could get their item and sell it for a decent value. Depends on whether or not their item does sell for a good value, or whether or not I just want it for supply purposes. Get it for extra resources and all that. Speaking of extra resources, I need to build up my item list again. Colorful wind shine, baby! Wow, I can't believe I actually dodged that. I sort of lost it near the end there. That was actually kind of scary near the end. Yeah, so she gives a T, which is pretty good. I think it's a full heal. Actually, what even is it? Restores 20 MP for 1 ally. Okay, why haven't I been using that? I definitely need to build that up, it seems. So Mei Ling drops the T's. Good to know. Marissa regularly sneaks into the library and steals my books. You need those books to help you solve the incident? Fine, but please, return the books after you're done with them. Okay. So, alright, so what we need to do is we need to go to Marissa's house, find the books, and then just give them back to Patchouli. An easy side quest, but one we're definitely going to do. Alright, let's just use a magic fabric to get out of here. Easier to get back than to traverse through the entire dungeon. Yes, we get levels, but... Wait, no. I actually don't want to do that because I want to see what the other effects for giving Vermilia the other palettes are. I actually want to keep that other save slot. Yes, I'm actually fine with this. Alright, time to get out of here. So that's it for the Scarlet Devil Mansion and all the characters related to it. Now it seems like we're heading... Oh, you received a message on your phone. Dreamer's Monolith has a new floor available for you. So we do get to go back to the Dreamer's Monolith. I really want to go see if we can get access to Marissa's forest, though. I'm assuming this over here is the Forest of Magic. No. As soon as you step into the forest, toxic spores enter your lungs. You can't proceed any further in this current condition. Alright, so we can't do anything about the forest for now. It seems like our only option is to head to the monolith, which we're going to try to trek through as fast as possible. Although, we're going to stop by the Suzudun. I think it's Suzudun? Yeah, to give Kozuzu the Yokai Grimoire. I'll take this off your hands. Yay, this is so exciting. A new Yokai Grimoire effect is now available. Alright, let's see what this one does. Sting. Deal more damage when hitting weaknesses, otherwise deal less damage. That's an interesting grimoire. I like these grimoires that you can find because they're basically just extra challenge runs. I find that pretty cool. So if you want to customize your playthrough to be harder than the last one, well, there you go. You can do what you want to do. Dreamer's Monolith. Okay, so in order to get to the next section, we need to go back to the spot where we were previously. Let's head to the anomaly real quick. I want to Oh wow, we don't even need to wake up. It automatically charges our phone for us. I mean, that's good to know. Oh, right. We have to head over to this location. This place is a little difficult, but it's not the worst thing ever. Alright, Gengetsu and Cyrano. What can I get from you two? Cyrano gives us a life chunk. And Gengetsu gives us a T. Now, life chunks are great because they're full heals. So, we actually want to get Cyrano. And because there's no reason to, defeat any- Wait, no! I didn't actually want to do that. There was no reason to defeat any of the other enemies. I was literally about to say that. Okay, then. I guess we just took a bunch of hits for no reason. Perfect Freeze is fun to fight against, but it can be really difficult depending on whether or not you get a bad roll on the pattern. Sometimes it can be really easy, and sometimes it just walls you with its fast-moving bullets to the point where you can't actually react to it. Letty is really good, though. We're actually going to get Letty normally. So let's use a love tap on Letty. Have everyone else defend. She gives me the item that revives everybody, so I definitely want to grind out those. I actually have no idea what the limit for items actually are in this game. Some of them are 5, some of them seem to be really higher than that, but overall, I just haven't found the correct number. Man, if I have to get Gengetsu and Mugetsu, their items, that's gonna be a issue, because those battles are very, very difficult. So if I remember correctly, it was the middle door that led me to the area? I'm pretty sure. I mean, I would hope so.
Wow, she's pretty weak.
Not as weak as I thought she was, actually. Yep, my hand is not comfortable in the slightest, so I'm playing really badly. Oh, yeah, that's not good. That's not good at all. Let me try to move my keyboard a little closer and try to move some of the items away, like my pencils. Alright, well, we can't do anything for this turn. We just have to defend. I'm fine with you lowering my stats. It doesn't matter in this section. Oh gosh. Wow, Letty, your pattern is actually quite intense. Depending on the RNG, yeah, your pattern can be pretty difficult. I think it's this one, right? No, it was actually the other one. Oh, okay. It makes sense because the door technically loops around to where it is. Alright. Mugetsu. Mugetsu gives me a life gem, and I have been starving for life gems recently, but the problem is I hate Mugetsu. I hate her pattern so much because it just reminds me of Junko. Oh gosh, Junko. I'm worried about how Junko is going to be in this game. Just bottom hug. Bottom hug is your best friend for this. And that's actually what her battle is like in Touhou 4. It's just, you gotta bottom hug and you gotta micro dodge. It is not fun at all. Alright, so it's this door over here because it technically loops around that way. We're getting a lot of units that we actually do need. I'm so glad I got some of those upgrades. That helps me with SP grinding. Ew. Ouch. Alright, Letty. This is gonna be significantly harder, but I'm fine with that. Except not really, I'm scared. I'm already scared. Gotcha! You can't escape me, White Rock. I used to think her name was Letty Witherrock, but that was mostly because I can't read. I don't know why it was Witherrock. It clearly states that her last name is White Rock. But you know, now that I know a friend named Wither, anytime I see Letty's name, I just end up thinking of her. It's, you know, fair, they both have white hair. Reimu. Oh, hey, Sumireko. A new floor just unlocked, and you're already here minutes later. Coincidence?
No idea what you're talking about, Reimu, or it is.
I mean, I like Reimu. Why would we lie to her?
Maybe so, but the incident started when you returned. You're always in the right place at the right time. Not to mention you can control sleepers at will.
Let's test my theory. Oh. I did not expect this. This is bad. This is really bad. We're fighting Reimu. The one who doesn't mind needless killing. Okay. I don't know anything about you, Reimu, and unfortunately, my SP is not high enough to analyze you. So, I think we're gonna have to, well, we're obviously gonna have to defend. My HP is really low. Let's increase our defense. And lower her attack because I am scared.
I'm so scared.
In hindsight, I probably should have healed with Toji-ho. But we managed to dish out our buffs and debuffs. Azani? Oh, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate for her. We have people that can nullify and absorb that. Alright, we have enough SP now. Let's see what Reimu is all about. Human. Okay, so she blocks Pierce and Force, and she's weak to Thunder. Well, too bad for her. We're rocking Toji-ho. Oh my gosh. She's gonna be really useful in this battle. She has Azani and Ajita. So as long as we can just have her constantly use Azane, we'll be fine. She also has Dayatma, so that can be a problem too. High magic, high luck. Needle throw can be a problem. Headshot, moderate pierce attack to one enemy. And then there's the 2 spells. Dayatma, remove buffs on all enemies. So she doesn't have the other one, the Daipada, so we can just stack debuffs on her instead. Even flow, increase evasion by 2 levels for all allies. That makes sense considering she likes to dodge a lot and she has a very tiny hitbox. Full name, Reimu Hakure. A shrine maiden who oversees the great Hakure Warrior. Warrior? What the heck is a warrior? The Hakure border around Gensokyo. It is her job to protect Gensokyo from threats. She also looks after Sumireko to make sure she doesn't cause trouble. Alright, if that's the case. Well, we're definitely going to have to defend here. Same with Byakuren. We'll use a Himadai with Toji-ho. And we're actually going to mimic that Himadai because we need to do extra healing. Hey, look at that. Excess healing. Even flow. That's a problem. That's a problem if we don't deal with that. Well, we can always just lower her attack to make sure that she can't do anything to us. Do we have access to a lot of debuffs? We do not. Again, this can be a big, big problem. Wait a minute. I have Miko. Right, Miko had that ability that can remove the buffs of enemies. Why didn't I bring her into my party? Better question is, why didn't I transfer that to someone I actually use? Oops. Alright, well, Toji-ho was lowering the defense, so we're gonna mimic her with Remilia. See, the big problem with Mimic is it uses the MP for Mimic, and then it uses the MP for the skill that you're mimicking, so you're using up a lot of MP. It uses up a lot of your MP, so it's not really all that useful if you're rocking a team of physical units, which means they don't have a huge MP pool. But that's besides the point. Let's see. Oh, we don't really have much of a choice, so we're gonna have to increase. What is her evasion at this point? It's 2. Okay, better plan. Oh, she nullifies that. That's right. That puts a damper on my plan. I guess we don't really have a choice but to just attack her normally. Increase evasion. Does that also increase the accuracy? I'm not sure. Only one way to find out. Increase the defense. What was she weak to again? I completely forgot. Electricity. Thankfully, I have the spreadsheet on here. So, Toji-ho, you're just gonna do what you normally do. And Remilia is, unfortunately, out of the battle. Okay, I have a better plan. We're gonna take Remilia out. We're gonna take her out on a date. And then we're gonna switch in Miko. Because Miko has something that's really, really good. Especially against living things. And everyone else, you know, they can't really do anything. We're just waiting for Sumireko. Ooh, that did a decent amount of damage. Zane. Literally 3 of our characters do not care about electricity whatsoever. Okay. How is her attack? It's all the way down. Let's do a focus punch then. And we're gonna increase our attack even more. Toji-ho, you're gonna do the same thing. And Miko. Dai Atma. This is why we brought you into the fray. So her evasion buffs are going to just be gone. They're going to be non-existent at this point. Headshot. Ooh. And there they go. Yep. Now we can hit her confidently. We're going on the offense a lot faster than we usually do. All right, just punch her. Just punch her. Electrocute her. Wow, we have electricity with Miko as well. Don't mind if I do. That still missed. Dai Atma. I mean, that's fine. I honestly don't care. I don't care. With Miko, we can just heal. We got a couple life gems for some of the battles here, so we'll use that on Miko just to keep her alive. Oh my gosh, that crit did so much damage! And that electricity did a decent amount too! Oh wow, that was a good save on the gem. I think we're okay, guys. My gosh! Yeah, Reimu didn't stand a chance, sadly. I think we found a really good team. Now that I've finally realized that I have Dai Atma to work off of, as long as we can keep that in our main team, we're fine. We are just fine. So it's true. Sorry, I knew you're not the culprit. After all, you can't just conjure large towers out of nowhere. Well, looks like I'm out of bleeds. Too bad. Hey, go solve this incident for me, will ya? I'm out of here. Oh my gosh, she's so... Bye-bye. Nani? You know, she'd probably say bye-bye. Bye. You should report back to Akio. Well, I kind of want to explore a little bit more. There's a... I'm sorry, were we playing Touhou, Shin Megami Tensei, or Final Fantasy? There's a strange crystal floating here. Touch it? Who wouldn't? What the... Okay... Can we revert it? I guess not. I'm guessing this is just permanent now. What? What do you... Huh. If we go back here, and if we touch the crystal... So, the minute we exit the room, it stops being red. But what does the red even mean? Can we go somewhere? Is there a secret passage? Or maybe it's the enemies. Huh. Okay, Remelia, Patchouli, Flandra. These were the people in the Scarlet Devil Mansion, and it's Scarlet right now. I wonder. Well, one thing we're gonna do is, we're gonna love tap Flandra, because we want that sword that she has. Zombie Ritual Revive 1 ally. Actually, how much do we have? Without Judgment is a 50 SP. I think that's fine. I just want to heal. I just want to heal quickly. 43, 40. Yeah, that's a good heal. I feel like that skill is gonna carry us to at least the mid game. Alright, cranberry trap time. Easy cranberry trap. Oh, I started to lose it there at the end, but yeah, this version of cranberry trap is really, really easy. Alright, we'll get an item, and the crystal sword. Nice. It's a lot of money. Okay, so what happens if I leave the room? I come back in here, and I encounter something. What then? Sidestepping is a lot easier. No, okay, so it's the same encounters. I was assuming that when it turns Scarlet, the encounters are the Scarlet Devil Mansion characters, and when it turns blue, it's possibly like the normal encounters on the first floor. But no, this is a Scarlet Devil Mansion only. Interesting. What does Remelia turn into? Life chunks. 1 or 2 life chunks. Okay. I actually haven't seen her pattern as well, so let's check it out. Is it gonna be red magic? Star of David? Thousand Needle Mountain? Oh, it better not be that one. Scarlet Meister. Red magic it is. Okay, this is red magic. Oh, wait, this is red magic. Okay, an easy version of red magic at the very least. This is a spell she had in Library Survivor as well. It's the final thing you fight in Lunatic difficulty, which is really fun to do, by the way. Awesome. Let's get the item. 1 life chunk. 1 life chunk, 2 life chunk. Crystal. Wait a minute. Oh, I noticed the map changed. Yeah, you need to do those crystals in order to unlock certain rooms. This is how you get through this room, as you saw on the map. It has a little line on it, which means it's locked. In order to unlock it, you need to press the crystal. Okay, good to know. There's another strange crystal here. What happens if we press it? Wait, there's another... There's a person there. Is it Sakuya? Is it another Sakuya? Did she travel all the way to the obelisk to try to get us? You know, I could believe that. We're gonna see who we can kill with this. Oh wow, that Mingling is covering. She's covering for Sakuya's job, but Sakuya can do her job way better. She doesn't realize that. Let's hijack, actually. Wait, we can't hijack. We don't have enough SP. And we'll do that. And electricity. What? Oh, man. Okay, something tells me I definitely should have healed after this. Screw it. Who has the better loot? Mei-Ling gives me a T, Sakuya gives me a battery. I'd rather get the T, thank you. Alright, colorful wind chime again. I am fine with this. Oh, never mind. I spoke too soon. Hello there, Sample. I love your profile picture, by the way. Immediately sees Marissa. Immediately enjoys. Okay, so I am curious. What the heck is this? Is this going to be Sakuya? Well, first things first, we need to bring back Byakuren. Do we have someone else with the spell to revive characters? Yeah, I thought so. It's only Toji-ho. Wait, we actually got rid of it with Toji-ho. That's right! We wanted to go with the predominantly, evil... What was the name of the skill? Sakuya had it. Spiritual... No, zombie ritual. That's what it was. Okay, well, fine. If that's gonna be game, I'm not gonna use my items. I'm just gonna use the skills. Next battle will revive Byakuren. Okay, so who the heck is this? I'm kind of scared to find out who it is, but I'm also curious. Oh, it's literally no one. Oh, that gets rid of the crystal effect. Okay, now that makes more sense. Well, we actually need to get to that location right there, so... hello? Oh, it's following us. Oh, that's neat. Well, looks like we're in another teleporter maze. Let's just hope we can map out this entire floor as soon as possible. I want to go back to Akyu. I want to go to the Force of Magic, damn it. I really want to go there. Also, I'm out of MP, so I can't really do anything else besides just normally attacking. I'm out of love taps. Okay, that should be good enough. Man, I kind of wish Cranberry Trap was this easy in the actual Touhou 6 game. Like, this is a joke. This is an easy mode mod. This is an easy mode mod of the EOSD extra stage. And if there actually is one, please do tell me about it, because I really want to finish that extra stage. Okay, Cranberry Trap I can do just fine. It's that gosh damn... I should probably not go into random rooms that I don't know about. It's that gosh damn Maze of Love. The Maze of Love bullshit that just constantly gets me. Alright, I'm going to want to bait this guy to the left. You know what? I'm running from you guys. It's not worth it. It's not worth it with my amount of MP that I have at the moment. Especially since I haven't healed yet. Okay. Is this guy actually gonna come over here? He is. Good. He fell for my trap. Yes. Okay, so I believe the left was the place we didn't go to? Yeah. What? It's just an illusion. It's made of paper. So we're playing Touhou, Shin Megami Tensei, Final Fantasy, and now Paper Mario. This game just has everything in it. I still want the tea, damn it. I don't really know the limitation for certain items, and tea is definitely one that I want as much as I can. So the more I can get tea, the better. Marissad supremacy. Yeah, 100% Marissad supremacy. As you can tell, I am a big Marissa fan, so anything Marissa related I am just automatically into. Oh, right, we don't have enough SP. Alright, well, when in doubt, just defend against everything. Man, those upgrades are really, really good. In hindsight, I probably should have gotten the upgrade that allows me to hijack automatically if the enemy is low level. Would save me some time, especially for certain sleepers like Mugetsu and Gengetsu. But I also like dodging. And plus, this is good practice for when I actually do go back to playing the games. The official games. Although the best practice would just be to play the specific games that are related to the specific boss patterns. So what happens if I go back into this hallway? Oh, he comes straight towards me. Will he actually go through the door, I wonder? Let's just hope not. I can't disagree with that. Hey, finally, someone who understands. Speaking of Mursa, like, I am so glad that she won the popularity poll this year. I'm so happy. I've been waiting for like 2 whole years ever since I finally discovered that there was a popularity poll. I've been a Touhou fan since the early 2012s, and it only took me until 2020 to realize, wait, we have a popularity poll? We have a poll for determining who's the most popular character in the fandom? Why did I know about this? And why is Yomu so gosh darn popular? Granted, that's probably why she ended up in one of the recent games. This guy is really close to me? Yeah, I kind of saw that coming. Okay. I know how to avoid him at the very least. But that begs the question, where the heck am I going? At this point, I've gotten enough crystal swords. I am fine with running away from these battles. Oh, I see where I'm going. I'm going to the bottom. Well, luckily, he can't follow me through there. This is a very neat gimmick. If I go down, it'll take me back to the reality. But if I go up, I'll continue to live this lie. Might as well. It's a dead end. I knew it. Okay. We can't go any further until later on. No, thank you. I am out of MP. I'd rather not fight. Although once we do get that discount that allow— wow, we didn't run away from any of them. Wow. And there goes Sakuya. Fine, you want to fight me? I'll fight you. Oh wait, we can't fight. I don't have enough SP. Well, I mean, we can fight. It's just, I really don't want to fight normally. Alright, Toji-ho, do your thing. I don't even remember what most of you are weak to. I'm just using my most powerful skills. I just noticed about the top right GIF. Yep. I've had that GIF up there ever since I first started streaming Touhou games. And it's gonna stay up there for every single game I play. Every single Touhou game. As for any other game in any other franchise, depends on how I feel that day. But yeah, twerky Marissa is always going to be up there. Honestly, I just want to get through this battle as fast as possible. Okay. I've already gotten far enough to deal damage to these guys. I'm just going to kill them already. I'm attacking you specifically, Flandra, because I know I can kill you with just 2 of these hits. Never mind, I completely forgot that you blocked electricity. You know, my bad. My bad for not checking my own version of Flandra. We lost 2 of our really good party members. We lost 2 good men out there. And in their place is a doggo. And another vampire. Problem is, Vermilia doesn't have enough MP as well. Oh, I didn't even realize that we got teleported. Okay, look. I can always go back to map that part. Actually, screw it. I'm gonna map this part out real quick. Because my logic here is that we already have a magic fabric that we can automatically use to go back to the anomaly at the beginning of the dungeon. So there's really no reason to not map this out when we're already right here. More money for us, baby. Screw it, I'm running away from you guys. If it fails again, I'm going to kill and murder all of you. Yes, kill and murder are technically 2 different things. They killed Toji-ho! She was my favorite!
You will pay. You will pay for this.
Okay. We're going against Remilia first. What the heck is Remilia weak to again? I really need to just get a spreadsheet of all these weaknesses that I can have on hand. Bullet and Mind? Well, if that's the case, I'll do that instead. Critical Slash, just so I can hit everybody. And, oh man, I completely forgot that she had no MP. And she had the Mind spell, too. Oh, well, that's really unfortunate. But hey, we killed her anyways. I like the fact that Sumireko was able to kill her with just one hit. Maybe the strength stat really is related, or the gun is really related to the strength stat. If that's the case, I'm probably just gonna have to start using my gun attacks as well. If the enemy is weak to them. Are you serious? She's not that high level, guys. Do I need to handle everything? Yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. Wow, what the heck is 400 doing? Does she have a... Oh, she has two high... She has 2 buffs in evasion. Okay. See, that actually makes sense. No wonder we've been missing this entire time. Do we have anything that can fix that? Not really. So, at this point, it's just auto battle. Screw that battle. There we go, we're done. Was it worth it? Maybe. Is it better than the Mask of Hope? It actually is, stat-wise. Well, magic defense-wise. But we end up losing 2 points in our agility and luck. Or do we just keep them innately? No, we don't. Okay. Now see, that's unfortunate. I don't know which one is better. Because more magic defense is always great because we have very low magic defense. I haven't been increasing my points in magic at all. But, on the other hand, those 2 extra points in agility and luck. Now that's making us faster and is also allowing us to hit harder with our physical attacks. You know, I think I'm going to keep the Mask of Hope. And just hope that we don't get hit by a lot of magic. Alright, now that we've gotten this entire dungeon mapped out, let's get out of here. Let's do a quick heal and head back to Akyu. Now, hopefully, we can unlock the Forest of Magic. I really want to go see Marissa, damn it. Aoun, I'm going to keep you where you are because you're low level. I'm probably going to fuse you into something else later on. Besides, we need to get our girl in here. Oh yeah, Toji-ho. I can't believe I'm using her. I can't believe I'm going to keep her until the end game, damn it. But you know what? I've already invested in her. I'm going to do it. Just because. Alright, Hidea, what do you have to say to us?
You're back. How did it go? Scarlet Devil Mansion was there for hundreds of years? I suppose it's not impossible with that mist. Oh, you got some conjuration spell books while you were in the library. Marissa took them home? Well, Marissa lives in the Forest of Magic, just west of the human village. But Forest of Magic is full of toxic spores that will make you sick. I know that from my own experience. Marissa is only alright because she's been there for a long time.
So she's literally used to it, huh?
If only you had some way of protecting against the spores. There is that medicine seller here in the village. Her product outlasts everything we have in our village. It's possible she has something that will protect you against the spores. She's usually hanging around in the northern part of the village, next to the river.
Oh, so we actually do have to go meet up with Raisin. She isn't just optional.
Hello, do you need some medicine?
You want to visit the Forest of Magic? Nasty place, if you can't handle the spores. Ah, so you can't. Honestly, you humans are so weak. Wow. Way to just diss every single human you've met, Raisin. Actually, we do have something that might help you, assuming Lady Kaguya will be willing to give it to you.
My work shift is almost over, so meet me at the entrance of the bamboo forest of the lost.
Oh, so she's just gone, and in place we have the heel rabbits. Okay.
Feeling any static condition will cost you extra. Nothing personnel, kid.
I love their darkened red eyes. They look so evil. Yeah, we don't really need to buy anything. I'm glad to know that they do sell life gems and life chunks, but, you know, we can just get them from other sleepers in the area. So it's fine by me that we don't purchase from them. Also, we pretty much already promised that we're not going to purchase any sort of items from the helpers anymore. They are basically out of our ratio, and we will never give them any other money ever again unless we need to heal our party members. It's just how it has to be. That's what they get for charging extra. So I guess we... Aw, man, we have to go through the bamboo forest first. So you decided to come along?
Alright, I'll lead you through the forest. Just stay close.
The shocking reveal. You know, I really miss Raisin when she had her dark blazer. Now that she's taken it off and is just sporting the red shirt, the white shirt, it just kind of looks like something is missing. I really liked the black blazer. It just made her look so... It made her look really fancy. It made her look like she was really on the job.
I know. Who's this and where did that medicine seller disappear? Have no fear. We're the same person. My disguise is really good, huh? Name's Raisin, by the way.
So you weren't Udongi? Oh, she just lead me through the entire forest. Okay. Okay, I am just vibing to this music. This is a pretty good song.
Well, here we are. The route wasn't that complicated, but I guess your feeble human mind, it was. I'm going to bed.
You're not going to escort me further?
Yeah, seriously, what the heck? My shift's over and I'm tired, so no thanks. I'm sure you'll find your way around on your own.
Dang it, Raisin. And, you know, there's... See, I can't tell if this is just normally what Aante looks like, or if Raisin is just forcing the entire outer space on the roof. So that tells me Raisin is just having fun with all of this. Okay, well, new dungeon. Do we get to meet any new sleepers? I was expecting the Forest of Magic, not Iente. Why do you Lunarians always have to cause me to get stuff that I don't want? Green!
The full moon is soon. My hands are still tired from last night. What happens on the night of the full moon? We hold a special festival where we pound mochi in the name of Lord Daikoku. It's hard work, I tell you.
Oh, nice reference to one of the written words. I just ran out of words, so I'm just gonna remark the obvious, saying that I just described. Oh, thank you, Sample. I appreciate it, and also no worries. You've been streaming for a while, so I'm starting to get tired as well. I think this actually might be a good place to stop. But hey, Kotohime and Udonge. Well, I'm obviously gonna get the both of you. I could technically fuse you, Raisin, but I'd rather just catch you in the wild. First things first, though. Kotohime is a really cool character that I do want to catch. So we're gonna love tap her, and she's ready for us too. Yeah, we have more than enough SP to attempt this. What's it gonna be? Okay, I think that's one of her spells or her attacks from Touhou 3. It's actually not that bad. Despite it being a huge wall of bullets, they're very, very slow and the openings are really big. It's actually one of the easiest patterns I've dealt with recently. Man, I'm sorry, Kotohime, as I casually just shoot card bullets right up your butt. Okay, let's see what her items are. Kotohime, Touhou 3. She can give you a police baton? Now see, that also makes sense. I kind of want to get the police baton just because it's a new weapon, but we'll get her as a party member instead. But, as we look at Kotohime's butt.
You're wondering how some of us rabbits took humans and others... what? There you have it. We yokai can change the shape of our original forms.
What the heck? I think I might have misread that sentence. You're wondering how some of us rabbits look human and others don't. Oh, okay. I thought that said took for a second. They can just casually change their forms into tiny little rabbits. That is the most adorable thing ever. You could just have a pet bunui, and then, oh no, it automatically turned into a moon rabbit. Oh noes. Oh no, whatever shall I do with this adorable little rabbit? Oh gosh. I feel bad for saying that. Oh gosh. I'm glad that we're done with Touhou 8, at least until we need to get to the extra stage. Because yeah, I don't want to see those bunnies anymore. Alright, Raisin, what is your ability going to be? So this is basically just a recreation of her non-spells. There are some huge gaping holes in this particular attack. Although I do dig the bullets. They look very synthetic. They look like they have a filter over them, which fits with her ability to manipulate waves. That's a cool gimmick, Raisin. So what is your item? What is your item? Your Touhou 8, so... Raisin... Udonge. The Udonge special. Oh, so we can just automatically get that item whenever we convert Raisin into an item. Well, the Udonge special isn't really that great, but I wonder how much it sells for. Still, we're gonna get Raisin into our party. Let's go a little bit further. Oh, another room.
A rabbit is here. Pet the rabbit?
Who wouldn't? You pet the rabbit. What happens if I don't pet the rabbit? Is it gonna bite me? But I want to pet the rabbit! Yeah! Can we just constantly pet the rabbit? Sumireko loses like 8 hours of sleep just because she's constantly going back and forth petting the rabbit. I mean, to be honest, who wouldn't pet the rabbit? Look at this little baby. This little baby gremlin. You're so adorable. Okay, so just casually petting the rabbit. You can do that in that one room over there. I am perfectly fine with that. A blank wall stands before you. It almost looks like a perfect canvas to write something. I'll have to keep that in mind for later. Tay! It's the funny bunny. It's the funny baby bunny. Well, obviously we know what we're gonna do. To be honest, it always makes me smile meeting a Marissa and Joy. You're glad that I came up here. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, for some reason, most of the Touhou YouTubers that I watch aren't really big fans of Marissa. It's mostly just Reimu. And granted, I get that. Reimu's a very fun character. She's really cool. Ooh, okay. It's just like her non-spells in Touhou 8. Can I automatically kill her with the use of Marissa and Alice? I wish that was a thing in this game. Just blow up all the familiars right on top of her sprite and just take like a whole chunk of her health away in 1 second. That was the best thing about playing as Marissa and Alice in that game. You could just use the malice bug and just kill familiars in like seconds. Do I have enough room? I do. Okay. How much room do I have? 2 more. And I'm going to assume we're going to meet the other Lunarians somewhere around here. But yeah, there's not a lot of YouTubers who play Touhou games that really like Marissa. Most of the ones that I watch are big fans of Reimu, or just big fans of other characters. And typically they play as either Reimu when they get the chance, or they play as the titular third character of the specific game. Sometimes it's Sakya, sometimes it's Sane. Take your pick, take your poison. But yeah, it's never really Marissa. And granted, I get why in later games Marissa isn't really that powerful in the later official Touhou games, because her main gimmick is that she is predominantly about strength and power. She's the power unit. You do crazy amounts of damage for sacrificing smaller hitbox, and the smaller hitbox size and the lower speed. But then once you get past Touhou, I would say Touhou 14. No, Touhou 14, she's still powerful. Once you get to Touhou 15, she's not really all much about damage anymore. She's just the character that's fast, because Reimu ends up becoming the powerful character thanks to her focus attack being primarily about the persuasion needles. You get the homing shot when you're non-focused, and the persuasion needles when you are focused, which just makes her overall more powerful than she usually is in other games. But then you get Marissa, who has no spread whatsoever, and her power is on par with Reimu, and really the only thing she has going for her is just the fast speed. And some people just honestly don't like that in the shmup games. And I get it, but it really sucks, because that was like the only thing that Marissa was really capable of. She had high power, and now that that was taken away from her, it's just, what do you have now? You're a shell of your former self, Marissa, but it's okay because I still like you. I still play as her in the later games though, make no mistake. Alright, so we're going with speed and strength. I have finally found a build that I am capable of liking in this game. Alright, well, Vermilia got taken out, but that's fine. We can give some love to Sakuya if we still have her. Actually. No, we're going with Sakuya. With Sakuya, we have a lot of good moves, so... I pressed the B button by accident. There we go. I just don't like that much Reimu. It's very cool and funny, but I just think there are better characters. I agree with that. I like Reimu, but not as much as I would like Marissa. That's why the only time I've ever played as Reimu in my Touhou streams is whenever I do the extra stages, because I'm gonna be honest, those extra stages are really, really hard. If you're playing as Marissa only. There she is! Okay, I've been waiting to see her. Fujiwara no Moku. Alright, I am definitely getting you on the spot. You're my favorite after all. Well, one of my favorites. Also, she's rocking the sleeveless design too. I remember the days when Moku wore long sleeves and everyone liked it. Now they're just completely burned off. Which, you know, fits for the character, but still. Alright, half HP, I'm sure that's fine. Oh, it's the Woo spell! Okay, I remember doing this in the extra stage of Touhou 8, and it's actually kind of easy. It's just minute movements. Yeah, that's really easy. Now, if only I can confidently do that in the actual game. I did a decent job when playing through Touhou 8, and it's fine. Hey, no worries, Sample. I understand what you're saying. It's okay. It's perfectly fine. I have some friends who are not very good at English as well, so I totally get it. Heck, I speak English and I'm not very good at it either. So I think we can hold one more left. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm going to try to fill out my entire party. And then I'm going to call it a stream, because we've been streaming for like 3 hours. And I'm starting to get a little tired, so... And if we somehow randomly get to an event, I'm kind of fine with that. Although we may need to heal if that's the case. I'm hoping we can encounter at least Kaguya. Kaguya is a cool one. Let's fight. Actually, no, I can't fight. Byakurin is at really low health, and I forgot to heal her. Oops. Aginusa. Oh, jeez. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, no. Well, I guess we're not going to find our final sleeper today. Wow, I haven't had a game over since part 2. You had an enchantment doll on hand. Oh, that means we didn't lose any experience. Okay, I am perfectly fine with that, because we needed to get out of the dungeon anyways. Alright, so, we're back at the human village, which means we can do some more fusions before we call it a day. I'm curious to see what we can get. Ooh, look at that, it's Yorihime. And Wakisaki Hime? Well, we know which one is the better Hime. Yomu, Rumi, There she is. Level 28, huh? Okay, what level am I right now? Level 22. Alright. So we're 6 levels away of getting Marissa. You best believe I am getting her as soon as we can. What does she do? I'm curious. Magic. Magic all the way. She resists electricity? She's perfect for my Toji-ho build! All guns blazing, huh? Moderate electric damage, weak electric, increase attack by 1, MP share. All gun blazing, electric attack to one enemy, damage is based on user's MP times 3. Leaves user with 0 MP. I see. That's a move that you gamble on if you don't have anything else to use. Got it. Marissa Kirisame. A regular human magician, while lacking in innate strength, possesses a great number of very dangerous items that help her in battle. Friends with Reimu and helps her out from time to time in her duties. Yep, that's pretty much Marissa in a nutshell. Also Komachi too. Yeah, there's a lot of really good characters around these levels. Misty Lorelei, Aaron. Aaron is 25 and Kaguya is 24. Ooh, I love that Kaguya design. She's just sitting on the floor in a draw me like your French Lunarian pose. Meanwhile, Aaron is ready to shoot some arrows. Kane! I love Kane. Okay, so we're 1 level away from Kane. Then I can get her. And I believe Kane is fusible only. You can't find her in the wild. That is fine with me. Now, unfortunately, we can't fuse anyone because we just got Udonge and we are level 22, so nothing we can really get at the moment. But there are a lot of really good fusions along the way. So what I'm going to do is I am going to level up off screen. I'm going to grind off screen and get to, at the very least, what level is decent? I am going to get to either level 25, level 27, or level 28, depending on how I feel. We're going to be playing this game on Thursday, so I may not grind that much. I'm just going to grind as much as I can, just to fuse either Aaron and Kaguya. Or Kane. You know what? The only ones I'm going to go for are Aaron, Kane, and Kaguya. So level 25 is our limit. Then we will return. I will probably have these sleepers, and I'll probably have grinded out my potential party, give them some better skills, give Sumireko better affinity, all that and then some. Yeah. I can even speak better Spanish, and I'm not Spanish either. That's why I'm saying sorry too, even if it's my opinion. Because my opinion about this kind of issue is pretty personal. Oh, I understand. It's okay. I totally get it, and you just know that I'm fine with it. But I understand if it's still a concern and you need to bring it up. Just know that I can understand you, and you're actually doing pretty well with English. I can understand you at the very least, as well as I understand myself sometimes. Because sometimes I say things pretty poorly. I don't, as someone with bad grammar would say, I have no good grammar. That's usually how I speak, so that's totally fine. But yeah, with that said, we've been streaming for 3.5 hours. I think this is a good place to stop. So let's head back to our room and save. I wonder if it's late enough to... No, it's not late enough. The room actually changes depending on how late it is. And sometimes it's dark, sometimes it's light. Apparently, 7 p.m. is still bright outside. I see some of my friends are texting me. So, yeah. Okay. Thank you all for tuning in today. Next time, we will be streaming, tomorrow, we will be streaming Touhou 9. Aww. Hey, thank you, Sample, for, joining the live stream. It's always nice to have more Touhou fans that, show up. It's really nice. Thank you. So thank you, yeah. The feeling is, mutual. But yeah, we will be streaming Touhou 9 tomorrow. And Thursday we'll be streaming more of this game. So look forward to that. I hope you guys have a good night. And see you next time. Take care. We will be doing more grinding off screen though. So keep in mind, I will probably be more powerful next time. So, yeah. Laters.